Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are doing well tonight. It is 11:04 in the PM, and we're getting ready to play some more Parasite Eve. Oh, my fucking junk grind bullshit fucking ass. Yeah, so if you're wondering what happened about last night, I did not reach the amount of editing that I needed to do as far as my my personal schedule was concerned, so I spent more time editing instead. So yeah, so we're gonna be doing this shit, some more of this fucking junk grind tonight. Oh boy, oh boy. We junkers now, ready to Ragna junk and roll. Hey, I heard you're looking for a stud. Well, I got the STD, now all I need is you. That's such a fucked up pickup line. I love that, though. Sup, bull sync up. Harrow, combat evolved. Are we starting from floor 1? We will have to when we actually get to it, but we're still currently grinding junk, unfortunately. Oh, man. No freaking way. Hi, Raggy. Hi, RJT. How are you doing? I'm grinding in FF10 Thunder Plains. Oh, shit. I'm the you. Are you now? Oh, wait. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Probably not. Not with that pickup line. You shouldn't have. All right, dude. Alright, well, there's no point in waffling about anything, I don't think. I think we just get right into the fucking grind and try to get this shit over with as quickly as possible. Because, frankly, it's gonna take a fucking minute. It took way longer than I expected it to. Just because of, like, how few times we run into enemies when we're doing this. And also the fact that we need to go out of our way every once in a while to fucking pick up ammo. I don't know exactly how much ammo I'm gonna try to get when we finally get all the way to when we finally get our weapon sorted so that we can actually do this fucking tower. But I don't know, I know that we're gonna need a fucking lot of it, apparently. So let me just boot this bullshit up. Let's boot it up and get into it, I think. Look at that. 115 out of 300 only. Man, it took me like an hour and a half to get through the day just because there was so much other stuff that needed to be done so that I could get to this area. At the very least, we're like right there, so we should be able to just start it and get the shit underway. And hopefully, if we're kind of lucky, hopefully we can get it done within an hour or two. If we can get it done within 1 hour, that would be fucking amazing, but I have my serious doubts about that because we're still 185 away by the looks of it, and we can only fill our inventory, I think, a maximum of 30 at a time. So we're gonna be in we're gonna be doing this real slow, like, I think we're gonna be doing this real slow, like. Oh man. I need to try it with a controller and memory pack, otherwise it takes less than a gig, less than 1 gig card. What? What are you talking about? Are you talking about the, what is it? The Halo 2 server update? Or I don't know. I don't know. What are you talking about? All right. How much ammo do I have again? Oh god, we're low. I thought we had like 200. We've only got 113. This sucks. Yep. Oh shit. Okay. The Halo 2 servers being up is pretty fucking cool. I imagine it's kind of like a private server thing, right? Fill me up. How you doing, Boneless? We are already in the grind. This is gonna take a fucking long time, dude. I think I definitely underestimated how long this was gonna take. Various greetings. How goes it? It goes well, Steve. How are you doing? You still sleepy? You still trying to figure out your shit? Is life allowing you to visit on a regular basis now? Need a dispenser here. Oh my god. It's the original server's full function. That's pretty sick. That's pretty cool. I mean, I haven't spent a whole lot of time on like Halo 2's fucking servers, Halo 2 custom games and whatnot. I spent a lot of time doing that in Halo 3. I wasn't allowed to get M-rated games until like until around Halo 3's release. Actually, it was long after that even. But I got Halo 3 eventually, and that was the one that I spent a lot of time playing, more than any of the others. Well, maybe Reach was comparable. but My sleep is very on-off weird. My leg pain remains, though. That sucks, dude. I hope you can get that resolved sooner rather than later. Rated M for murder? Oh, God. It's rated J-O for Jesus only. Just gotta update the fake Xbox Live account, and it's a completely new server, no history. Interesting. I'll have to look into how all that stuff works. I need to... Well, my Xbox also isn't hooked up to the internet. I need to see if there's a way that I can, like... I don't know if there is a way, but I need to see if there's a way I can get rid of the region lock that's on it. Because I have an Australian Xbox, which, you know, not a huge issue, but it means that I can't play Combat Evolved on it, because my Combat Evolved is American. I don't understand the concept behind region locking hardware. I think it's so dumb. Is it, pal? I'd have to, like, go over and, like, look at it. Truth be told, I haven't spent a whole lot of time trying to get that shit working. What I need to do is probably take, like, a week, like, after I get a video uploaded or something, I need to take, like, a week and, like, just try to get that shit working. Man, we have not gotten a single fucking encounter yet. This is ridiculous. I see Ubisoft has gone tits up. Have they? I have not paid attention to Ubisoft other than, like, the fact that they had a release in Shadows recently. They have been bought, have they? Oh no. Was it Tencent? I bet it was Tencent. They buy up anything that they can. Their latest woke game has done quite badly. That's fucking not a surprise. Yes, it was. Of course it was fucking Tencent. I remember when Tencent bought up a large portion of, like, League of Legends. That was a long time ago now, but, like, I remember it was like one of those things that people were like, oh, this is gonna be a move for the industry. I don't know how this one's gonna play out. And it was worse for everybody involved. Except for maybe some suits. Have I fucked myself somehow? Am I not able to get encounters, or is it just that we have this low RNG? I think if you do the Halo update, you will bypass it. 50 or 60 hertz. Like I said, I don't know. It's been a fucking long time since I haven't looked at it even. I feel bad. I bought it and I was like, oh, dude, this is gonna be awesome. I played Halo 2 on it, the campaign, and that was it. Rag RNG strikes back. Seebzen RNG. It really is. It feels like it. League was good. Kidding. I've never played it, so I can't comment. It wasn't that it was good necessarily. It was always shit. People hated League of Legends long before the Tencent purchase, but the Tencent purchase was like a thing that people were like, that's a little weird. Okay, so we've confirmed that we can get encounters. We just got ammo, so what the fuck was going on downstairs, huh? I was watching your MGS streams last night. Sniper Wolf had me rolling on the floor. I felt your pain. Dude, the fucking... I think I saw the timestamp that you put for the frickin' I want to say it was the Raiden fight, where I fucking won the fight and then I got fucked because I, like, got hit by his final attack or whatever and, like, fell over, and then I was stun locked into his second attack. That was, like, I watched that and the anger came flooding back. I was like, no fucking way, this is bullshit. You can't do this to me. Fucking hell. That fucking, I kind of want to play Metal Gear Solid again, because I haven't played it in so long. But, like, I mean, I say so long, it's been like a year. But, like, it's just it's so I'm so bad at it. I feel so bad. Oh my god, we finally got an encounter. Holy shit. We finally got one. No, not that. Oh my god, it's beautiful. We got one junk, guys. It took us 10 minutes of walking back and forth, but we got a single junk. Beautiful. It's beautiful. We will treasure this junk. We will treasure it. Got that game PTSD. Yeah, that was brutal. I needed to make that. You need to make that part a short. Your reaction was priceless. I might need to. I might need to. I should. I think I should probably do a lot more shorts, but I am extremely lazy when it comes to like actually like cutting the shit open and then putting it into a shorts format, because I have to like change the resolution and shit and make it viewable, and it feels really weird to like fuck with it that way because I don't know how best to do it, frankly. I've never, but I do own some on Good Old Games. I need to too, now that I think about it. The only thing close I played was the one from Ape Escape 3. It's... I saw that they had Resident Evil. They have the Resident Evil games on Good Old Games, and I've been meaning to pick those up as well. If only because I have played them and I liked them. Delete! Please give me 4 junk. That would be awesome. I'll take it. Whose junk did you steal? I'm stealing my own junk. I wear a lot of shorts. They're comfortable and easy to wear. Trainer Lynn on Route 1. Remember that short you fell off a pipe and I was like, no, no, at least I got the jiggy, yes. The fucking, Rusty Bucket Bay skill issues. You were almost a Jill sandwich. You were almost a junk sandwich. I refuse to be either of those things. I will not be a Jill sandwich. I will not be a junk sandwich. I will simply... BB and junk. Alright, I'm gonna give this grind area like until about an hour into the stream, and we're gonna see how long it takes us to fill up our how much junk we've gotten by then, and then I'm going to actually I'm gonna try going to Central Park and see how quickly I can fill up my junk there. We're gonna compare these areas directly, because this encounter rate is abysmal. If I was getting an encounter like every other time or something, even every third time, I think this would be so good. But holy shit, it's taking fucking forever for us to find even one encounter. Sounds most wrong saying junk in kind of out of context. What, peanut butter and junk? What, you don't like it when I kill enemies and take their junk? I just need to collect 300 junk. If I can get all of my enemies' junk together in one place and give all of my junk to Wayne, surely it won't sound wrong, right? You ever make a PB&J sandwich but then put Cheetos inside that sandwich? Delicious. I have never done that, no. I don't... I don't know that that's something I've even considered, frankly. I don't know, maybe I can try it at some point. It sounds insane. You have to I'm sure you understand. Do encounters cycle, like if you fight another enemy, it resets earlier ones? I don't believe so. I think it's just a % chance when we enter a given area. But I'm not 100% on that. Like, here, we just got 2 in a row. We just got 2 in a row, and it was like, as far as I can tell, it was no difference. Damn YouTube filter. No, not move. Discard. Discard. Man, we do not have a whole lot in the way of ammunition. Try it next time you have that stuff on hand. I'll see. I'll be visiting family on Thursday, so I will. There's a good chance that I'll have access to that if they have Cheetos, and I'll see if they'll let me try it without calling me insane. Yeah, you know what? But odds are they will just call me insane. I will probably still get to try it, but they will call me insane. I'm gonna get made fun of. I'm gonna be like, no, honest, somebody recommended this, and it's not like some weird gross out thing. They said that it was good. And they're gonna be like, yeah, sure, dude, whatever you say. And to split the message. Junks off and collecting them and turning them into a necklace. And believe it will improve fertility. They probably just YouTube probably didn't like the word fertility there. That's my guess. What is that that YouTube link you're trying to send, Cunt Flaps? I can see it in the live chat, but I don't know what it is. Hannibal Lecter, put some respect to that name. Took his junk with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. YouTube watching me ignore JFK file disclosure videos to watch femboy coded streamers? Whoa, hold on. What are you talking about? What is that? What do you mean by that? What did you mean when you said this? What did you mean when you said that? It's the Halo how-to. Ah, okay. A moth. You're saying that because it's frickin'. It's April Fool's, right? That's why you're saying that? That's the only conceivable reason you could possibly be saying that. Right? Right? Surely. Surely you don't really believe what you've just said. Just a typo, a cat jumped on my keyboard. You're not believing me. Moth, I'm over the conspiracy stuff. I'm sorry, you're still stuck on it? Oh no. Me doth think thou dost protest too much. Methinks the lady doth protest too much. It is a look. All I'm saying is that if that's what you're thinking, you're gonna be disappointed. You're gonna be disappointed. Oh, let's see. Please, more junk. How much do we have? We're at 11. 11. See, when we get a few encounters back to back like that, it's pretty good. It's just that we don't get that very often. What you gonna do with this when this junk when collect enough? Well, we're gonna get a gun, a really cool gun. I think the plan was to either leave it up to Wayne and have it be like and give it like 2 or 3 tries to get the AK. But if we don't get the AK, then we're probably just going to go for the P90, just because it's reliable and we can guarantee that we get that one. Junkers Incorporated. What's the junk for? Are you trying to replace what you stole from the sperm bank? No, that's not what we're trying to do at all. We need the junk so that we can get a gun. We need the junk for a gun. Wayne, as in wanker? No. I don't know who this is. Hello, Amori looking fella. Hello, Bob Smith. I am a rag and I play games. That hasn't happened yet, I think. I don't think so. I don't believe it has. Wayne's World. Fountains of Wayne. Stacy's mom. That song is... I'm sorry. I saw that song on my Spotify. I listened to it one time and it's been stuck in my head all fucking day. So, yeah, that's how my life's going at the moment. Pretty great, to be honest. It's a good song to have stuck in your head, but it is also stuck, and it's not like I'm listening to the whole thing. I'm just hearing Stacy's mom has got it going on, and then it's basically just the chorus repeating ad nauseum. Are you gonna die? Probably not, right? Oh, yeah, you died. Okay, maybe I didn't need to kill you. Or manually shoot you. You know? Now you did it to me. Rag farming, junk, trollkey farming, power sources, hell yeah. We all farming now. Oh no, I'm missing 1 health. Better use a medicine 2 on it. Oh my lord, are you gonna be running between rooms until you have enough? Yes. Yes. That is all I've been doing. I did it for like 2 hours last stream. I've decided I'm going to give this one... I'm going to do 1 hour in this location, and I'm going to switch it up to see if maybe it goes faster in another location. This sounds dumb, but try getting rid of the charm thing or whatever. I have. Believe me, I have. I tried to put it into the... I tried to put it in the storage. And it doesn't work. It doesn't let me. Maeda literally gives you an item that occupies an inventory space that you're not allowed to get rid of. Pretty buzzed the algorithm has blessed you. Hell yeah, dude. The algorithm has been pretty fucking nice to me in the past months. Letting my Daggerfall videos do real well. Which in turn lets my streams do better. And more people get to show up and see me. And I get to talk to them. And they have to listen to me. They're not allowed to click away from my stream. They are, but like, you know, if you do, what about my feelings, huh? What about that? I'm kidding. If you have, if watching someone grind in Parasite Eve is not your jam, I don't blame you. I'm not gonna lie, I probably wouldn't be watching me right now. I'd be like, what the fuck is going on, dude? It is but it's like it's a fun game though. I promise. When I actually, you know, play the game normally. I'm in Final Fantasy. I'm in Final Fantasy X farming the Thunder Plains. Nice. And it does nothing. You sure it doesn't lower encounter rates or something? As far as I'm aware, I mean, it's not like I can go do the rest of today and then come back later, because I'm pretty sure that once we complete this, we have to do a different grind location in order to continue. Junk your feelings. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Trolky. I appreciate it. But you're just gonna junk my feelings. Is that what's gonna happen? It's like, just junk you. That's a really terrible one. And I continue to make bad jokes in the comments. Yeah, I love you, but I'm gonna go watch grass grow. That's so mean from my mama. Sub because of the Daggerfall videos? Hell yeah, dude. I'm working on another one. It'll be out on Saturday unless something goes horribly wrong. So I hope you enjoy that one as well. Oh, please. Give me more encounters. Encounters for the fucking... Oh, I'm hoping that the other location is significantly faster overall. Can we get a hint on what it's about? Well, the last one was werewolves, so there is a logical next step. Curb your junk! Thank you for the $20 super chat, Linsanity. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much, man. Gay vampires, you're closer than you think. I just noticed it's Muffin Fleet and not Muffin Feet. Are you disappointed now, Boneless? Are you disappointed? Looking it up, that item's a failsafe and is required for a required item in the final boss. Is it? Are you sure? Because it doesn't do anything as far like I'm pretty sure I put it away in the other playthrough once I was able to get rid of it. Vampires, presumably. That's not a bad guess. Not a bad guess. I don't want to spoil it too much because, like, you know, if I do, I will literally just spout the whole video on stream, and it'll be like, oh well, there's no point in like uploading the video now because it's all there. Thank you for the $2 super chat, Bob Smith. I appreciate it. OMG, gay vampires is totally what the next video is about. If you don't have any inventory space, it deletes itself so you can have the item or whatever. Oh, okay. That's interesting. That does make sense, I suppose, to include an item like that. Just to make sure that you don't, like, fuck yourself accidentally. It's the Narita, yeah? No, well, I mean, it's the Hamaya. It's like one of the... I think the Narita is the last one that he gives you. Hell yeah, keep it up. I'll listen during endless compounding work. Well, I hope it ends eventually. Endless compounding work sounds incredibly tedious, for lack of a better term. Oh boy. How close are we to a full inventory at this point? We're at 24 out of 35, so that's 19 that we're holding on to. We can discard this one. How much ammo do we have? Not a lot! Oh god, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. Ugh! It's tedious, but I'm learning. It's flavor compounding, hell yeah. Inventory is full. No, it's not, Linsanity. Don't fucking lie to me like that. Inventory is full. I can't attack that. Inventory is full. So is this kind of like Square made a Resident Evil game, right? Definitely the vibe I'm getting. I think the way it was explained before is that it runs on a version of the Final Fantasy VII engine. You know, whatever system they used for that. And, like, is basically a cross between Resident Evil and Final Fantasy. It's a pretty fun game. The only reason that I'm doing this, though, is because I'm in New Game Plus. Because I have a need to get the most epicest gun of all time, or something, so that we can ascend Chrysler Tower. Because this whole game takes place in New York City. With the towers and everything. Even though there's a jet that flies into the there was a jet in the game that crashed, and I was like 100% convinced it was gonna fucking crash into the towers. Like, that was the first thing that came to my mind, because fucking 9/11, you know, never forget, or whatever the fuck. The slogan that everybody knew when they were a kid, but everybody seems to have forgotten. When YouTube self-help gurus talk about hustle and grind, they're talking about Parasite Eve. Dude, the hustle is just selling Parasite Eve stuff. You just go in and you just have to convince other people to play Parasite Eve. Maybe I'll be part of the foods you'll be enjoying. Maybe, I suppose. Actually, according to another game fact, you're not going to believe it. It does drop encounters by 10%. Are you fucking with me? You have to be fucking with me, right? I mean, it's not like I can do anything about it. It's like, this is the encounter rate that I'm stuck with, because I can't get rid of it. But that's super fucking annoying if that's real. The question you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Yo, I haven't forgotten, nor will I. Haven't you forgotten? Are you sure that you haven't forgotten? I forgot my remember all. It tells me if I've forgotten something, but I already know I've forgotten it. I still think that's the funniest fucking item in any magical world. The remember all from Harry Potter is probably the funniest fucking thing that you could give somebody. It is so dumb. It's just like, did you forget something? Yeah. What did I forget? Can't tell you. It's so stupid. Like, who the fuck would come up with something like that? Just wish I could find a job that I felt the same way about. Dude, fulfilling work is probably one of the greatest gifts, because it means that you can make a living and be happy doing it. I've known so many people who are like caught in dead-end jobs that they fucking hate. I've also met my fair share of people who genuinely enjoy what they do. So that's also there's some hope, right? I know a lot of people tend to black pill about that kind of shit, but it's probably fine. It's usually possible to you know, fix things, I suppose. If you fucked them up, if you feel you fucked them up, you know. I forgot everything too. Did you, Steve? I'm so pissed. My max level for my Daggerfall character is 29, so close to a clean 30. That is a tragedy, dude. Oh no. Getting so close to 30 and not quite making it is so sad. I've thought about how I would go about doing a video about that, because I think that would have to be a... I almost wonder if I need to do a video where it's like, it's not about beating the campaign, because at this point I think I've shown that beating the story is not that difficult to do for most playthroughs. So I wonder if maybe I need to do like not an extras thing, but maybe like dip my toes into modding or something after, like, you know, relatively soon. I don't know exactly what the plan is around that yet. That's still, you know, in the future. Just literally an anxiety creator. 13, 15 skill increases too. Only way it'd hurt more is if it was 14 out of 15. That sucks. That is like as close as you, almost as close as you can be without actually making it, I think. Oh my god, finally. It took fucking forever. Look at that, beautiful. Took them all out, and we just get the junk. We have 21 on hand. Oh boy. Worked my ass off for a CDL Class A and screwed it up because I was an idiot. That sucks, dude. That is a terrible tragedy, I'm sure. I don't know exactly what goes into it, but Uh, I don't believe it's like the easiest thing to recover from. Not making it to 30. 40-year-old suburban moms buying fake IDs from teenagers. She's permanently 28, okay? She like if it doesn't matter that she's 56. It doesn't matter that she's 65. She's not she doesn't look a day over 28, okay? That's the rule. Yeah, going for a sort of 100% run, how to even calculate what 100% is in this game is kind of up in the air. For now, my criteria is max level, or at least my max level, and get max rank in each faction. I could see that. That kind of makes sense in my mind. Just getting, I mean, getting max rank in every faction kind of takes a fucking minute too. I haven't done it myself in a long time. I think I did it like a little after my first playthrough, but like it takes a lot, like it takes a lot of quests. I mean, there's ways around it though. Like you can take the easy quests every single time. Like, oh, the one where you just go to a place and talk to a person, and go to a place and talk to a person, but I don't know if every faction has that. Are you able to join multiple churches? I haven't actually tested that. I haven't looked into it because I have not joined the temples as a faction yet. I probably should do that at some point. What's with the junk filth count? Well, the junk count is there because we need 300. We need it all so that we can frickin' we can get our cool gun. You can only join one temple in one order. Yeah, that's what I thought. But even still, that's like, what? A knightly order, a temple, frickin' Dark Brotherhood, Thieves Guild, Fighters Guild, Mages Guild. Are there any other major ones I'm forgetting? I know that there's like specific reputations with like witches' covens as well. But I don't think that those are, they're not like technically factions. They're not joinable factions in any case. No, I mean, is that counter up to date in real time? The counter is up to date. I update the counter when we go turn it in. Because, like, having it sit in my inventory is one thing. Actually turning it in is kind of when we lock it in, you know? I think that's all of them. I'm max at the Mages Guild, now working on order. I do think it's a little bit, I think the Mages Guild is a little bit stacked in terms of how much stuff you can do, how much benefit there is in joining it. Because it is like, bar none, the most useful guild in Daggerfall. I mean, it's kind of like Oblivion. Like, in terms of pure mechanical gameplay usefulness, the Mages Guild is kind of clears everything else. You know, just access to the Spellmaker in Elder Scrolls is such a powerful thing. It's so strong. This is Junkta kicks Messenger into the pit and in slow motion from multiple camera angles. Remember the fucking This Is Sparta remixes that people posted online all the time? The fucking This is Sparta! This is Sparta! Fucking banging, dude. I fucking love that shit. Yeah, I'm only gonna count joinable factions for max rank and rep. Mages Guild is practically mandatory. It really is. I almost wonder if there's like, I don't know. I'm not joining the Mages Guild is almost a challenge run in terms of how much easier it makes the game. But it's kind of like a no recall thing. Like, if you don't use the recall spell, I know a lot of people will be like, that's totally insane, why wouldn't you use recall? And there was a long time where I just didn't use it, because I didn't use characters that really cared for magic, or cared about magic, rather. I thought about doing a One Punch Man one, because, but I don't know if that one would be particularly interesting either, because it's basically just, like, you take your hand-to-hand skill, and then you get a shitload of enchanted gear, And it's like, okay, I have to do a bunch of stuff in the meanwhile to get enchanted gear, I suppose. I don't know. It might be worth revisiting at some point. I might someday do a run where I play as a pre-made class. I actually have an idea for something around that. It's not going to be technically a pre-made class, but it will be a class made with, like, comparable parameters. So, because the pre-made classes are kind of notorious for being shit. Which, they are, don't get me wrong, but they're also... I don't think they're nearly as bad as people make them out to be. Primarily because, like, it's... They're just... It's more like custom classes are just really strong, I think. And it's kind of that way for all of the Elder Scrolls games, I'd say. FYIT. Fiat? What? I feel like Werewolf was almost One Punch Man. It was, kind of, almost. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of surprised how strong the Werewolf felt, even, like, at max level. Like, at early levels, I was like, okay, this is gonna be a cakewalk, but, like, even in the Mantellan Crux, with no armor, it was like, okay, I'm just kind of, like, I had a little bit of trouble, I think, attacking the Ancient Lich, but, like, most of the enemies were not posing a huge challenge. The initial idea I had for that one was actually going to be that I wanted to match the werewolf stat block exactly, but between gaining levels and the massive boost you get to all of your stats, I was like, this is just not feasible. Like, I mean, I guess I could maybe theoretically dump everything into, like, intelligence and other stuff, but it, like, that's still not matching it exactly. It's like, it felt weird. That was the initial idea. I think I did an okay job with it. It was basically just an excuse for me to crash out about fucking alchemy, though, in the end, because the fact that I spent so long, like, convinced that that I was missing information. I was convinced that I was missing something and that there was some other shit that I just couldn't find any information on. And that it was, like, it had to be more interesting, more fleshed out than it was, but it was very, very not. I think somebody posted a comment basically explaining that the Unity version of Alchemy is broken and jank in unique ways from the original, but they are both broken and jank. Alright, one more encounter should give us a clean 30. Expectation, one-hit KOs, reality, werewolf man contemplating prices at the supermarket, or the exit sign. Oh, God. The most interesting idea for me was the Battle Mage using area of effect explosion magic to kill enemies and absorbing my own magic back. I hate not being able to sell potions. That is, like, probably the worst part, is just the fact that there's nowhere to sell them. If there was at least somewhere to sell them, it would be like, okay, I can justify holding on to certain ingredients. Hold on, no, select. We're actually gonna get a clean 30, I think. Alright. Look at that. 30. 30 junk exactly, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots taken up. Alright, so it took me 45 minutes about to get 30 junk. That's, oh no, that does not bode well for the rest of the grind. Halfway point? We're not even, dude. 145 is not the halfway point. Oh no. Let's discard junk, and then I will update this. Beautiful. Look at that. 145. Nowhere at all wild. Yeah, no, it's nothing at all. I thought the werewolf video was fun. I like the restriction of not using magic was already fair enough for me. Yeah, it was... Like I said, it wasn't what I initially envisioned it as, but I do think it ended up being good. If I didn't think it was good, I don't think I would have uploaded it, right? There we go! Okay, we did it. We did that. I think the next one's gonna be more interesting, though. Genuinely, I think the concept is probably gonna be stronger. We're gonna how much? Okay. So it took me 45 minutes about to get 30 junk. I'm going to try. We're gonna go to Central Park. Maeda, you piece of shit. Yeah, you wait for me here. I'm gonna go to Central Park and I'm gonna see if it maybe if it is like around the same encounter rates or something, or if we have better luck, like just running into dudes, or even at this point, I think if it drops junk and ammo, I think I'll be happy about. Oh no. Okay, thank God. He's not gonna stop me. Beautiful. Boneless can't fool me. Only a generous good pretend to be that. Only a genius could pretend. Oh Jesus Christ, to be that dumb. That well, I watched Death Note. Oh my fucking God. All right, we're gonna save. Central Park is where I went to farm junk. I'm gonna see how much what the difference in time is. Because the just not getting encounters is very disheartening, I'm not gonna lie, it makes me feel sad. If the encounter rate is slower than when you played before, maybe it does drop the encounter rate. I mean, it might, I don't know. Okay, we need to actually get to the area. But then it's one of those things where, like, if the... whatever. It's one of those things where, like, I'm kind of at the point where I just need... I need ammo as well. So if I don't know, I think the monkey men drop, like, 15 rounds or something? No. There was some... I believe that it would be ammo and junk here. There's a lot of big worms. You got ammo from the worms. Yeah, the worms do drop ammo as well. If an SMG can take care of groups like that, what's the point of shotguns in this game? Well, the point of the shotguns is to give you the affix for the SMG. That's what the point of them is. Because the so by default there isn't actually AoE on the SMG. It's usually just targeting one enemy at a time. But because we had a shotgun and we put the shotgun's like area of effect on the SMG, it actually it actually can do groups of enemies now. It's very... Yes, cool. Cool, already got some junk. Putting some junk in the trunk. Is this another encounter, I think? Maybe, potentially. This statement is false. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right, it is. Well, that was easy. This statement is false. Don't think about it, don't think about it, don't think about it, don't think about it. Use that, discard this, discard this. If nothing else, we're getting encounters more quickly here. I don't know if that's I don't know how good of a thing that is, but you know, it's something. It's something. It is a notable difference. Well, we know Raggy is real, otherwise he would have had a meltdown. Nuh-uh. I wouldn't melt down. I wouldn't even melt a reactor core. I would not even flood the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin. Alright, I think this is the encounter that we really like. It's only one miss so far. Seems like it. And there's junk here. And ammo. Thank fuck! Will you ever stream Portal 2? I don't want to say no. But at the same time, I have played those games, so I don't know how interesting it would be to watch me just play through them in like on a stream. It seems like it would be, I mean, it'd be fun, for sure. I like Portal and Portal 2. I did actually, a while back, wow, this is like multiple years ago at this point. I did a playthrough of Portal 2 co-op with, Nikichi, my model mama, Muffin Fleet in the chat. But do you remember the answers? I mean, I've played through them multiple times, so I don't remember the answers off the top of my head, but I have. I mean, it might be worth it to try and see if our memories serve properly. 2, 3, dude, we're missing encounters now. Oh no. We were having such good luck. I thought it was like, I thought it was guaranteed after a certain point. I've never beat the co-op. Would love to watch you beat it. I mean, complete it. That could be... It could be fun to play it again. Well, that's... Man, we're suddenly down on our luck. I don't know about that one room. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa! I actually don't know about this screen either. At least not on this area, I don't think. We're missing a lot now. Oh no. Come on, and oh no. We're just running in a circle. I mean, we do still have, we're like we have 5, and it's only been like 5 minutes. So well, I'm willing to give it the either full inventory or 1 hour. If it turns out that doing this is not as fast, then oh well. We tried it. It does also drop ammo, so that is helpful. Try a different room. Time for triple Kaioken speed. But boneless. I haven't put myself through the pain of the grind at vanilla speeds yet. How could I call myself a video gamist, one who engages with the vidya games, if I didn't suffer as my forefathers did, as those who came before, as those who paved the way for one such as I to engage in the medium as I do? Oh no. That chia pet my weird aunt gave me in 2009 for Christmas is looking real good right now. What do you mean by that? That's like 5 times avoiding on each of those screens. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. One must have backbone to be a video gamer. Yeah, we can't be boneless, right? My grandpa sacrificed so his grandson could get brain rot. That's such a fucking funny way of putting that. My grandpa sacrificed so that I, his grandson, could have brain rot. Oh, that's fucking great, dude. Lynn's just jealous his name isn't on a gun. Is your name on a gun? What did you do to piss someone off like that? Try going up into the park area, or like into the indoors here. I think there's an encounter in here, isn't there? You need a key? Oh, I didn't bring the key, so we're not going that way. I didn't bring the key, so that's not the way we're going. Lynn needs to be on the next gun. Come on. It's Rin Sanity. Oh my god. Rin Sanity. Please. Oh, an encounter. Alright, we're gonna make sure that one dies. What do you think? Is this one gonna die? Holy overkill, Batman. Oh, look at that. That was good too. Okay. I think there's a room cooldown. Are you being for real? What is your source on that? That sounds crazy. Monkey. Surely these two are just gonna die, right? Ammo, junk, and medicine. Source my eyes on you playing. Suddenly an encounter. I mean, maybe. Oh no. What's our ammo looking like? Bad. I might actually just need to stay at the police station and farm a shitload of ammo. But we are getting a decent amount. We're like... We have 10 now? 10 junk? Back row gang Rimmet break. Oh my god. Rimmet Blake. Lynn and Boneless. Who's the back row gang? It's mainly Lynn and Boneless. Primarily. I think Muffin Fleet was also here when that happened, Nikichi. I think she also was like part of the back row gang. I think okay, not this. Guess we check back up top. Give it another good old university attempt. Doom of the Riving. The soul of Yuffie came to haunt Rag for blue balling her. Yeah, because she never got to cast it. Is it a timer? I don't believe so. I don't like. I mean, it might. Like I said, I don't know, but it might be. All ammo, no junk. That, I mean, that's not unexpected given how much. What did I forget here? Oh, more ammo. Fuck yeah, dude, we love ammo. Because I recall watching you run into almost every encounter while you were here the first time. I think, well, I think the way that it was, the way I understand it is that the first time you go through an area, it is a 100%. Like, you just will run into every encounter as you come across it the first time. But after that, it's like, from what I understand, it's a % chance. And that's a wrap. Dude, I hated that fucking boss. Oh boy, more snakes. Is it gonna be more? Is it just gonna be? Well, free ammo is always nice. We like ammo. But it feels like you're hitting them every time you do a new encounter here, too. I mean, maybe? Arrow 3. Dude, that Arrow 3 was mean as shit. Come on. Come on. Apps was the first one in the sewers. Raps was the flying one in Wutai. What? I remember Raps was the Wutai dude. I don't remember an Apps thing. Yes, I have a bone to pick. But he's boneless. You have a bone to pick? I like boneless chickens. I like just chicken in general. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not super... I don't have strong feelings about bone-in versus boneless. I know that that's a point that a lot of people are like they're super passionate about. Is like, oh, it's gotta be bone-in, or it's gotta be boneless. And I'm just like, dude, fuck yeah, chicken. True, no bone. Inventory is empty. Not gonna lie, I think having dinner at Denny's with all the cultists would be a riot. Probably. It would probably be a riot. Bone in for more flavor. I deleted my post like Lynn always does. But why? I don't even know why I target different enemies for the whole thing. I could just fucking aim the same way the whole time. If every encounter, if I could guarantee that I would get an encounter every time, I think I would want it to be the ammo plus the junk. Like steak? Bone in for more flavor like steak, huh? That's spoken like somebody who doesn't eat filet mignon. I fucking love saying it that way. It's so stupid. I also love saying it that way. It's so fucking silly. That hurt, man. I don't even like steak. But why don't you like steak? Steak is delicious. Filet mignon. Oh. You punched me. Oh, your fucking arm is fat. Oh, I want to get around you. see, now they're all spread out. You're a dick, sir. I aimed at the wrong thing, apparently. And also saying Bologna phonetically too. Bologna. That's another one that's fun to do. Like, ah yes, Bologna. I prefer ham and fish. Saying it mignon sounds gay. It sounds French is what it sounds. I don't have a target. Can you? I guarantee you that you can guess what race I played in WoW if based on how I see these fucking lines. I need to target something first. French equals gay. I mean, that has been the stereotype in America for a long, long time. It basically is like, ah yes, like literally in Legally Blonde, they have the line like, depending on the time of day, the French go either way. It's the stereotype of France. Quesadilla, Blood Elf, yes, correct. Damn mage. I have never played a mage. French are pacifists that always surrender. Look, I don't mean to say anything to bring it up, but it is the UK and France do have kind of a blood feud going on, you know, and have for pretty much all of recorded history, from what I understand. 14 SMG shotgun shells queued up, kills in 1. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. Chrono Cross, they portrayed the French guy as very effeminate. Yeah. I'm not surprised by that. At all. I liked Worgen. I had a Worgen. But it was one of those things where, like, I had, a class, a character of, like, a bunch of different races and classes. But, like, I only ever really played a Blood Elf Death Knight. That was like my main class. I think the only exception was in Legion when I played a Demon Hunter. Because ultimately, the thing that I am above all is edgy. They send us their illegal immigrants now. The Blood Elf male / cry is freaking hilarious. It is. Since both have been a place like 1,000 years. Yeah, pretty much. Well, France is like 99% Muslims now. I'm not going to claim to know anything about the demographics of France. Did I aim at a bird accidentally? I could have sworn I was aiming at the monkey, but I guess not. Legion was so good, I beat every mage tower as every class in spec. I have a friend who did that as well. I don't know if Wank is hanging out, but he's, he did that shit, and, like, I thought that was cool as shit. I loved the mage tower. I loved doing it. I also didn't have a fucking, I didn't play with a guild or anything, so anything that I did, I had to pug. So it was extremely, extremely hard to get, like, good gear. And then it was like, I got the achievement long after people were like, oh yeah, well if you got it after this date, you know, then it was, you got it when it was easy. And it's like, okay, but like, I had to fight and claw my way to any of this equipment. It was extremely hard. Warlock was where it was at. Everyone hates your guts when you dot them to death. That they do. So there was a while back, I wanted to play on a Burning Crusade private server, and the entire reason I wanted to do it is because I wanted to play SLSL Warlock, because I thought that would be really funny in PvP. Just fucking, yes. what was it, like Soul Leech, Siphon Life or something? It's been a while since I've brushed up on my terminology. But it was so fucking... It was so cool in concept, I thought, but then I fucking didn't even put... I didn't put the effort necessary into a Burning Crusade server, particularly not on a private account, and especially not since I play I'm really bad at MMOs because I do not do the social aspect of it very well. Like, I am exactly the person that LFR and LFD was made for. And it's like... And like, I kind of hate it. I hate LFD and LFR. I don't like using them, but it was so... I find it so difficult to, like, be like, ah, yes, I want to tank, but I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, so please don't yell at me when I fucking die because I don't know what I'm doing. Affliction Warlocks are the worst to go up against in PvP. Yeah, that matches with what little I remember of it. I played a lot of Frost DK, and I wanted to do more Blood DK, but I never really committed to doing it, except for, like, I did Mythic. I tanked a lot of Mythic dungeons, like, well, before Mythic Plus was a thing. When they added them in Legion, and then I want to say it was at the end of Legion they added the Mythic Plus stuff. I'm also not the social peeps, and looking for was necessary for me. Yeah. I eventually switched over to playing Final Fantasy 14, which, I mean, it's kind of, in terms of raw gameplay, it's pretty similar. It's a tab target MMO, right? There's not, it's not like, oh, they're exactly the same, but it's also like, it still had a familiar feeling. I've seen people complain about tab target, and I'm just, like, personally, I don't get it. Like, I get that it's not like I get that some people prefer, like, the action RPG stuff, but, like, I feel like like actually aiming your spells, like, almost like an FPS game, like Marvel Rivals type shit. Like, I can get the appeal of that, but I kind of like tab target MMO. Maybe I'm just biased because I've played them a lot. But, you know, it's like it's a comfy thing, I think, for me. I'm not gonna lie, we're at 25 and it's only been like 30 minutes or something. I mean, if we get another 5 here relatively shortly, this might be the way to go. And we're not losing ammunition on these trips either. I don't know. This might be the way to go, guys. Guardian Druid is so much fun tanking right now, dude. That sounds. Druid is one of the classes that I didn't do a whole lot of. I fucking hated healing. I remember I was playing with a buddy of mine, and I was doing a Holy Paladin back in, like, Mists of Pandaria, and I got kicked from a leveling dungeon group because I was just not able to heal properly. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I was not doing it correctly. Worgen Druid was my main character. Nice. I always felt like Druid kind of made sense for Worgen. Like maybe it's just because I kind of associate Druidism and lycanthropy. Is that culturally insensitive of me? Fill me up. Oh, wait, what is that supposed to be? Been grinding power sources this whole time, still not at level 255. I mean, it's gonna be a minute, probably. I hate healing. I hated healing too until I played 14, and then like I actually kind of enjoy it in that one, but it's also brain dead easy in 14. Like, it is exceptionally rare for a wipe to be the healer's fault, I think. Like, unless they were, like, literally didn't do it at all. You know, and I'm talking for, like, normal, like, daily grind bullshit, not, like, in progression or whatever, because progression is still... it's still its own beast, right, in terms of how the game is played. It's just a different thing. Draw can do the 99 in 1 battle W item method. The Mage Tower challenge for healing was a traumatizing experience. I never even tried. I remember I was super happy, and I'm still proud of it. The one that I did the, I don't remember if I did it for Havoc. I did the, at least the tank one for Demon Hunter. I did Blood DK, and I did Unholy DK. I think I did maybe a couple of others, but it's been a long time, and I don't remember which ones. Is this using me ammo? It's just ammo. Fuck! I am doing 3x speed though, unlike someone we both know. Look, I have a principle, and that principle is grounded in psychosis. So I don't know what to tell you. 1x Mimic Green is slot 1, use Mimic Green, morph during the animation, use W item, source now takes position of Mimic Green, you can dupe it. See, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that on my next one. I respect your psychosis. I don't know, like, it's man, I feel like it's gotta be done this way, man. If I don't do it this way, I'm gonna go crazy. You know? And that's not good. We don't want me going crazy. I need to make sure that I'm not going totally insane. Crazy insane or insane crazy. Oh, okay. Ugh. Oh boy. Oh my god, finally another one. Is it gonna be 2 monkeys again? It's 2 monkeys again, with no birds. We need birds! We need birds to drop the junk! I need to get Redbird in here. Redbird has the junk. Look at those huge meat bananas on those monkeys. Look at those huge meat bananas on those monkeys. Holy shit, another encounter, finally. I need to get more range. Oh, please, oh please. More. How much do we have actually? 32 out of 35. Okay. So this is... I mean, I don't know how hard it'll be to get all the way back out to. That'll also take some time. But this also does give us ammo, and I think that if nothing else, that gives this one... That gives Central Park the edge. The fact, I'm pretty sure, yeah, we're positive on ammo after being here. So this is probably going to be where we grind, just so that we don't run out. Ammo heart, dude. The fact that we've been running low on ammo when we do the grind at the police station is kind of makes me sad. Because, like, I went the entire first playthrough with, like, no problems, and it was just, like, oh, yeah, we're just going to get a bunch of... We're just gonna fucking go through the game, shoot as much as I need to, and I think there was, like, maybe one time where it was kind of an issue where it's like, ooh, maybe I need to not be using so much ammo. But then, literally every time after that, it's been fine. And we leveled up. Parasite powers have evolved. We have a heal 3. And we have 2,000 bonus points. Holy shit. Wait, how many bonus points do we have total? Okay, it's 2,058. Okay, for a second I thought it was like we just got a shitload of bonus points for... fucking nothing. A gun without ammo is so sad. You're so right about that. Do I just dump everything into damage again? I kind of think we do. I don't see a reason not to. Look at that. Bunch of ammo. Or a bunch of damage, rather. Maybe this will help. Maybe we'll be like one or two shotting these things instead of having to actually, you know, do a fight. Oh my god, we've got 3 birds. Oh, are we maxed out on junk? I think we are. 35, and all of it's junk. Alright. Now I just need to get my way back to the police station and turn it all in, and we can update our junk counter again. I went the wrong way. I should have gone the other way. Yeah, that's probably fine. You're skeptical of the dupe? I never tried it. I probably should have, but I never did. I probably could have tried it just to see, you know, see what worked, and then thrown the stuff onto a character that I wasn't going to use. Or, you know, maybe just used it proper. It would feel like a waste if I used it and then didn't do it again. But I have done that grind proper now for once. I never have to do it. I never am going to feel the need to do it again. Kind of like with this. If I complete this grind, the goal is to complete the grind tonight, but I'm not going to lie, as slow as it is, I'm kind of wondering if it's going to take yet another night to do. Because we're at like an hour and a half, and we've only just now gotten our second full inventory. Which, to be fair, like, it's like, what, an hour and a half? We did 45 minutes of the first grind. I think the second one was only like 40 minutes, 35 minutes maybe. Watch me get an encounter here. Wow, nothing. Nothing! Nothing! Oh, hello. Free ammo? It is free ammo. It must reset every time we leave the police station. We will discard our junk, and while we're doing that, I'm going to update this. We are now at 175. We're over the halfway mark. We did it! We're over the halfway mark, finally. 175. We only need 125 more, so if we get 3 more full inventories, I think that does it. 3 more full ones gets us to 90. No, I need 4 more. 4 more full inventories for 120, and then we only need like 5 more. Alright, so we're definitely going to complete the grind tonight, I think. Four and a half, I think, or something. Yeah, because like 4 grinds, we'll do 120, and then that'll put us at 295. So then 295, and then another 5 to go, I believe, is how that one's gonna shake out. But I think Central Park is probably the place to be. Like I said, because we're ammo positive coming out of there. I think we went there with like, let me see, we went there. Yeah, we went there with like 90 rounds, and I think if we reload this, like 90 rounds in the crate. So if we reload this, we're back to 160. So we're gaining ammo and junk while we're here. What kind of gun do you get for junking it? We get there's like one of, I want to say 14. We can select which type we get. It'll be like, oh, do you want an SMG? Do you want a assault rifle? All those different options. Or we can hit leave it to Wayne. And if we leave it to Wayne, then we get a random one that's not on that list, is the way I understand it. And it'll be like a random thing that'll be like, oh yeah, this one's, it's still gonna be an extremely good gun, it's just not gonna be the one that you chose, you know? A Insanity gun. Difficult decisions, I want an RPG. Can you not... Is RPG one of the options? It might be, I don't remember. Never leave it to Wayne. Either random or junk. Yeah, there is the, what is it, the super junk and the duper junk, I believe, are both, like, fake. But if we're leaving, I think the thing was that we were going to try to leave it to Wayne so that we could get the AK. But we're only going to give that, like, maybe 2 or 3 attempts before we actually just can say fuck it and get the P90. But I think that, like, I think other than that, we're pretty happy. The only 2 worth having is either the pistol or the SMG. I mean, we don't need it to be like extremely, like we don't need the absolute best of the best, right? I don't think. Is it ideal? Maybe. But I'm not gonna cry if I do 2 points less damage than I potentially could have. And either way, I'd probably be reloading a save if I didn't get what I wanted anyways. Look at that. I feel like we get, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I think we do get more encounters while we're here. At least more than we were getting at the fucking police station. Please play Tomb Raider 2 for the PS1. I did that one. I done that one. What I haven't done is Tomb Raider 3, and that's primarily because Tomb Raider kicks my ass too hard. That is a series I am really... I struggle really badly with. I think it's one of those things I enjoy in retrospect, but like trying to puzzle my way through the levels, I always find so fucking annoying. I struggle with it so badly. Ugh. Please play Tomb Raider 3. I just don't. I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. You know, never say never, but definitely not, like, it's definitely not on the docket, you know? I couldn't stick out Tomb Raider 2. I mean, you were there when I was playing it, and it was a struggle. I think 1 was my favorite. 1 was... I think 1 was hard because of the save crystals. 2 was hard because they were like, oh, you can save whenever? Alright, fuck you then. And, like, just turned up the difficulty on every metric. It was, like, there were some really satisfying levels, and then there was some really, like, oh my god, I want to rip my hair out levels. I remember you did a really funny backflip, which you made it a short, if I recall. I had, like, I was, like, trying to get a secret or whatever, and I fucked it up too many times. It was like, I didn't understand what I even did correctly when I finally did it. And I had to make another save to make sure that I didn't, like, die immediately after I got the secret. I love that short. It was one of the few times where I was like, oh my god, that was silly. I need to turn that into a short. Like, even of my own accord, I believe. Unless somebody can, like, correct me on that. What is my favorite game? My favorite game is probably... Oh, that is a tough question. We were discussing this last time, favorite games. That is... Oh, no. My favorite game is probably Halo. As for specifics... Like, I think Halo 3 is probably the one I have the most memories with and the most nostalgia for. That's probably the one that I have to be like, yeah, Halo 3 is my favorite. But, like, if you ask me tomorrow, I might have a different answer, you know? Say Xenogears. Xenogears is a really good game, and I really appreciate it, but it doesn't have the nostalgic pull that Halo 3 does, you know? Xenogears is probably my favorite JRPG of all time. Final Fantasy VII was a lot of fun. I think personally Xenogears edges it out in terms of like which ones I like more, but it's one of those like we're comparing 9.8 versus 9.81, you know, like just great overall experiences that I don't really have, like, trying to say, oh, this one is definitively much better than this one, I think is silly. I saw one person who had a crazy take, I thought, where they're like, Final Fantasy VII is mid at best. And I'm just like, what? What do you mean? Like, I preferred Final Fantasy VI. It's like, okay, but that doesn't mean 7 is mid. It's different. Final Fantasy VIII. I have not played Final Fantasy VIII. That was on the poll. I was kind of surprised how low it polled, frankly. I thought that one would be much higher. It seems interesting, and I'll definitely play Final Fantasy VIII at some point. Halo 3 came out 50 years after, though. I mean, yeah. Halo 3 was what, 2007, I want to say. I think it was like 2001, 2004, 2007 with the Halo series. And then Xenogears was like 98 or whatever, 99, maybe 97. I think it was 98. And like it was much more technically impressive. But like Halo 3 is like it's that comfy game for me, you know? It's the one that I know and love, and every once in a while it pisses me off and I'm like, God damn it, fuck this game. You know? Who said that? Where are they? They're on Twitter somewhere. And I swear that's not like, oh, I made a guy up to get mad at. Like I saw this take for realsies. I remember also seeing, fuck, do I still, hold on. I'm kind of curious. I might still have this in my Google Docs somewhere. There was another take that I saw that drove me absolutely insane. Oh, where was it? Oh, I don't remember. I don't think I have it anymore. Fuck. Oh no, it was a crazy take, like something along the lines of, like, I think it was something like The Witcher 3 isn't an RPG, like, at all, because there was some crazy shit that I just didn't understand the argument. Oh wait, what was it? Oh, I don't it was something insane that I looked at and I was like, that is somebody who with a fetish for getting yelled at on the internet. There's no way that is an actual belief this person holds. Six is good, but I can't play it today and get anything out of it, whereas I can play 7 and 8. The remasters help, admittedly, every few years. What do you mean you can't get anything out of it? Like, you know the story and that's it? Or... I don't quite understand what that is. Never played 6, but I hear it's good. I mean, it's good from what I've played of it so far. I've enjoyed 6. I don't think I would say that it's like so much better than 7 or anything. I think if it, like, at best it's like really close. That's fine, whatever. I just saw this on my feed. I'm gonna click do not recommend channel and show myself out. Feel free to think whatever. Weird opinion. Have a good night, guy. Fucking strange. If one cannot increase in levels, then the game is not an RPG, technically speaking. I mean, I don't know how it works with Witcher. I don't even know if that was specifically what it was. It was something along those lines where it was just like a take that I did not understand how you got to that point with. I just completely out of the blue. Feels like bleeding a turnip. What? What does that mean? I've never heard that phrase before in my life. Being yelled at is a fetish. Yes, Steve, yes it is. Yes it is, Steve. Someone hasn't had their Mr. Coffee. I don't know whether or not you can level in The Witcher, but a leveling system is a requirement for an RPG. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily disagree with that. It's like, fucking, like, it kind of, I don't know, that's one of those things where, like, what exactly is, like, I feel like there's the argument that you can abstract fucking everything. It's like, okay, what exactly does leveling up mean? You know, is a Metroidvania an RPG? Like, is Metroid an RPG because you can get more stuff and, like, level up, quote-unquote, with new abilities that you didn't have before? I don't know, that's... fucking English majors are annoying about that shit because they will abstract literally everything and be like, but what is the definition of this? You know? And that guy rage quit because his opinion wasn't validated. ranking up isn't the same thing, no level equals no increase in power, then what about Final Fantasy VIII? Because if everything levels with you in that game, you know, you're leveling up, your power system, from what I understand, is based on something other than your level. Like, it has it, but, like, functionally, it sounds like it would be identical without the level. You know? And, like, this is one of those things where it's, like, it's a really annoying semantic argument. Where, like, I've thought about this before, right? Like, when somebody says JRPG, there is a very specific set of gameplay features that people tend to expect, right? Whereas if I say Souls-like, there's a different set of expectations, even though Dark Souls is, by any reasonable metric, a JRPG, right? Like, but when you say JRPG, that's not what you're thinking of. When it's always it's probably something closer to Final Fantasy, you know? Is motor oil a soup? Us Reddit energy semantic middle child motherfuckers. Yeah, some things truly are black and white. Not everything needs to be gray. But, like, that's the problem, is that it's like you can always make the arguments, right? It's not like. It's one of those, like, it's one of those things where if you disagree, you just have to agree to disagree, right? Like, you can't... If somebody is intent on making these kinds of semantic retarded arguments, there's no way that you're going to reach a reasonable... Like, you're not going to change their mind, is the problem, you know? A Redditor and a Discord Moz fused and became Dark Helmet, I guess. At this point, what even is an RPG? Hell, if you level up in Call of Duty, is that an RPG? I mean, that's exactly my point, right? Call of Duty multiplayer is an RPG, by that metric, you know? Because it literally is this, like, functionally the same thing. Like, oh, this, I unlocked an attachment that gives my bullets more damage. What I said was no leveling does not equal just increases in power. Well, yeah, but then the increases in power are the frickin' is through other means, right? This is just one of those I refuse to be wrong thing, so I'm going to continue my life being wrong. In Call of Duty multiplayer is increasing in ranks, not levels, but it's called levels. In Modern Warfare 2, it says, like, oh, you're level 70 now. Like, it'll give you a rank associated with it, but it is a level, and you have XP, and you have challenges and stuff that will give you XP for completing them. It's like I said, it's dumb semantic arguments that if somebody is really, really intent on doing it, they're gonna be they're not gonna get their mind changed. It's really stupid. Like I said, you have to eventually just decide to agree to disagree. That is... Agreeing to disagree is one of the hardest things to accept with certain individuals and certain people and like whatever viewpoint you have. And like this is it, particularly I think for the internet. Like, unless your hobby is literally going online and getting into arguments, and if that is your hobby, then, you know, whatever, it's you do you. But just know that you aren't actually changing people's minds more often than not. It's just arguing for its own sake. It's dumb, and I don't like it. So it's like, okay, that's what you believe, okay, you can continue that way, and I will continue my way, and we will never have to interact. It will be okay for both of us. Ultimately, it changes nothing whether your mind or mine is changed. Maybe that's just lazy of me. I don't know. I think I'm long past the point where I enjoy internet arguments. I enjoyed them for a long time, and then I got to a point where I was just like, dude, this is fucking ruining my life. I hate this. I'm pissed off and angry all the time about stuff that I don't really... That doesn't really impact me in any meaningful way. And so I decide to just play video games. I just want to grill, man. It's a bit of a waste of energy. It's a lot of a waste of energy. But like I said, it's like if it's your hobby, if that's what if you enjoy doing it, I'm not going to be like, "Oh, you should stop that. It's wasting your life." It was wasting my life because I stopped enjoying doing it, you know? Get mad, Gohan! You need to get mad! No, it's just weird that a guy would come in here and argue out of the blue Final Fantasy VI is better than Final Fantasy VII when the only thing we're doing is junking in PE. Well, nobody... I don't think there was anybody in here who was doing that. It was fucking... It was some, like I said, some person on Twitter, right? I'm just junking, dude. I'm just... Okay, we are making some progress. For a second I was like, oh shit, have we not gotten like any in a while? And I was like, no, we actually have a decent amount. It's just been a few encounters since I've, been a few screens since I've seen an encounter. I like Final Fantasy VI, but the FF6 purist makes me want to hate it. That is another thing I can understand, is like, somebody, like the people who like something are so insufferable that you don't care to, that you really don't want to be associated with them. Because that is a totally valid thing. We all have that week or two we become internet flame gods and get it out of our system. Probably. I imagine most people have a phase like that. I need to play more Final Fantasy. I've really enjoyed pretty much every single Final Fantasy, which was a bit of a surprise to me. And I've talked about, like, my first playthrough of Final Fantasy 1 forever ago was just a... It was a... I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did, but it was very, very good, I thought. Granted, I played the Pixel remaster, so it's one of those, like, how much of it is a vanilla experience? And the answer is none of it, but it was still a fun game, so be careful, dopamine has diminishing returns. Can't really do internet battles if you're in the UK, the pigs kick the door in. I have heard about that. That sounds crazy. Like, I've heard news articles coming out of the UK and how it's, like, jailed for tweets, and it's like, that sounds fucking fake. It sounds dystopian. Like, it doesn't sound real. But I think you've said before that it is. Which makes it all the scarier. We need more junk. We need more junk. I need more junk. Fuck yes. Doesn't make sense in this day and age. I mean, I don't think it makes sense really in any age, but certainly now it seems like it would be really, really hard to enforce something like that. At least I thought it would be, but I've talked about this with friends before. Is like, if the NSA or the FBI or whoever else has their giant list of everybody that they're monitoring, odds are most people are white noise and are not, like, actively being watched. I mean, I'm sure they've got some sort of panopticon fucking AI shit searching through everything ever, but like when there's literally, like, assume it's just the US, like, that's what, 400 million people? How much could they possibly do? You know? I wish I was white noise. I've been, there's I don't know. I feel like if everybody is... I feel like everybody kind of is. There's, like, maybe exceptions, like if you have, like, a security clearance or something, they might pay a little bit more attention, but even that... Some parent criticized how the school hired teachers. They sent 6 pigs around to his place to arrest him. They were grilling him for 11 hours. That's fucking insane. It's like, I don't like how the school system is doing their hiring practices. I want them to hire better, or whatever. More junk. My feeling got hurt over a word on the internet. Hello, police. Hello, police. I've seen people talk about the, like, what was it? Fucking, I want to say it was like Jordan Peterson was arguing against, internet anonymity. And how it's like, it like only bad people want to be anonymous. And every time I see that, all I think of is that one post where it's like it's something like, I want the bank information of the guy with the Vegeta profile picture who called me a nerd or whatever the fuck. Like there's some post that's like that I just. It's the only thing that I can think of when I see that shit, because it sounds... It's what it sounds like. Like, how dare you call me gay on the internet? I'm going to ruin your life now. Like, what? You cheeky bastard, grinding his hard work, Moth. I really hope it was just 11 hours of him asking if he wanted tea. Somehow I don't think that's what it was. Our country is going all Soviet Union. Oh shit. That's not good. Those are supposed to be, those are the bad guys in all the movies! Oh good, a bird. You're not supposed to walk all the way over there, dickhead. How much more do we need? And discard this. Need 5 more. Birds and slithering things. Yep, it is birds and slithering things. I'm not gonna lie, I think that we're gonna get to the 300 mark tonight, but it's probably gonna take an extra hour over what I want it to. So, that's kind of what I'm expecting at this point. Just imagine how good you'll feel when you don't have ×7 anymore. When I don't have ×7 anymore, man, I will be ecstatic. I'll be able to, like, I'll kill things in 2 or 3 shots instead of having to shoot them 4 or 5 times. My web browser crapped the bed on me, but now I'm back. Welcome back, Office Dullard. Every time I read your name, I want to say officer, even though I know that's not correct. And it's like, it makes me think of Officer Doofy from a Scary Movie. I was talking about Officer Doofy with my brother right before stream, and it was one of those things where it's like everybody thinks he's retarded, and like he fucking, like it turned, like you see like the very end that he was the fucking bad guy and he got away with it all. And then it was like, yeah, fuck journalists, right? Literally, because he was fucking the journalist chick. Officer Dual Hard. YouTube seems to crash a lot lately. Does it? I get Officer a lot. Oh boy. Sounds familiar. Do you not know who Officer Doofy is? Dude, you gotta watch Scary Movie. That shit's funny. Mom said not to come in my room when I'm vacuuming! Yeah, that shit was funny. He reminds me of Lenny from the Hitman Absolution. Maybe I'll have to play Hitman Absolution at some point so that I can know what you're talking about. That was actually way too damn good of an ending to be a comedy. It really was. Like, it was a no shit. The first time I watched that movie, that was a no shit twist ending that I was like, wait, really? And I was like, I was like, oh my god, this is like a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. I remember watching, okay, I watched Scary Movie with a friend of mine, like a year or two ago now, and we actually went and we watched Scream afterwards, because we were kind of curious, like, what exactly is this parodying? Because obviously, like, it's parodying a bunch of things, but primarily it's parodying Scream, and neither of us had actually seen Scream. So we watched it, and the first Scream is pretty good. And then I felt like Scream 2 and Scream 3 were like parodies of Scream, almost, in their own way. I fucking... They were funnier to me than they were probably supposed to be. Sends bad luck vibes to Big Head. How dare you? How dare you do that to me? It's working, obviously, because we're not getting any fucking encounters, but god damn it. How dare you do that to me? Saw that movie with a friend in theaters. I was not prepared for the adult nature of the film. Messed up for a few days. Oh shit. Officer Artard, damn YouTube filter. Officer Artard. I could see them, dude. Don't worry. YouTube didn't like it, but I got it. I like the one where the sheriff woman's hat keeps getting bigger every shot. That one's fucking hilarious. Like, she's like trying to, I think she also explains to Charlie Sheen, like, what that his wife has been, like, crushed in half or whatever. And he's just like, can I, like, have a visit with the bottom half? Like, oh my god, dude. Is this bird gonna die? 2. Yep, it died. Look at that. We didn't even have to shoot it again. It's working. You gave me flashbacks to the Star Wars gif again. I'm not an artard, Randy. Sacrifices all the oranges to amplify the bad luck to unnatural levels. It's already at unnatural levels. I used all of my good luck when I was spawned out of the ether. Down the middle half. That whole scene made me laugh so hard, dude. That entire fucking thing was hilarious. I fucking love that whole fucking, like, that. I think that's the same one that has I want to say it's Leslie Nielsen. Is like the president, and like the aliens like pee out their fingers or whatever. I think that's the same one. So then just normal everyday life levels of luck, pretty much for me. Then I shall amplify it past unnatural levels. Oh no. I think that was the best Scary Movie. It's certainly one of the better ones. It's one of those things where, like, when I think about them in retrospect, I like all of the Scary Movies, like, a lot. But, like, I remember when I was watching them and I was like, and I was being a little bit more critical. I feel like I remember it getting worse every new one. I was like, oh, 1 was probably the best, and then 2, and then 3. But it was like, I still enjoyed all of them, you know? I love the footage of the aliens, and it's them doing the goofy walk across the screen while staring at the camera. Dude. The aliens were so funny there, because they were like punching dudes in the nuts, and it's like, that's how we say hello, or whatever. Like kicking each other in the nuts. These men died for their country, send flowers to their bitches and hoes. Send flowers to their bitches and hoes. He just casually said it. It was great. Scary Movie 1 and 2 are good movies. 3 and 4 are decent comedies. Yeah, I think that's kind of what I remember it being. Because I think Scary Movies 2 is the one where they go to, like, the haunted mansion or whatever. And, like, the one dude in the wheelchair, like, sucks his own dick. And, like, you can see the, you can see the, like, the blacklight residue left over on his face. You know, you can see the jizz. And it's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of gross. No, fuck! I fucked up. I held the square button down. Okay, at the very least, it seems like we got all the junk. So we're maxed out on junk. Alright. Fuck yes. Takes all the birds from the barn and puts them in a massive bonfire while chanting, "Make the big head's luck train to negative 999,999 trillion." That's such bad luck. Why would you do that to me? I think humor like that tends to unite us all. Was that a porno? It was not a porno. Oh, look, another fucking encounter. Hello, big bird. What the fuck? Oh, never mind. If only we could collect it. Wheelchair suck ass. No. My bad luck's gravity absorbs your bad luck affliction and increases mine to +0 bad luck. Increased to +0 is such a sad sentence in any context. So you suffer and it feeds us. I'm already suffering, dude. We're gonna be adding another 30 to our junk grind here shortly. Oh, no. Talks about guy sucking his own peen and it only says kinda gross. Well, it's his own peen, right? You know, it's like it's your own stuff. I don't know what to tell you about it. I was like, would it have been better if he was doing someone else? Like Uncle Ray Ray? That huge bird, that was nuts. That was fucking funny. That it was so fucking huge on the screen, but it was literally just flying. Story of my life. Even the devil would cry. But you seem to forget the more you suffer, the more it feeds us. So if you suffer more, it's like 10-star meals. I think it only goes up to 3. NYPD. I thought wheelchair users couldn't get that kind of functionality. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that guy. Also, look at this. We're up on ammo again. This is fantastic. I love being up on ammo. It feeds. That is the point. That it is how much it feeds us. It goes past the normal star limit. Oh yeah. Ammo gets me up too. Ammo gets me up so much. I don't know if you guys can hear my cat screaming in the background for no reason. Don't be such a baby. You want to leave something here? I'll hold it. Discard junk. We're going up another 30, guys. We're making progress. Dude. We're making progress, slowly but surely. We're gonna be level fucking 30 by the time we're done with this. We've done it, guys. We're at 205. If I could, I'd fill a bathtub with ammo and sit in it. I don't know if I'd do that. If I had enough ammo that I could fill a bathtub, that would be sick. But I don't know that I would actually do that. Ew, a medicine too? Gross. My suffering is a moot point. I've already accepted the pointlessness of my plight. Born to lose, made to hurt, live to die. World is a fuck. Like Scrooge McDuck with the coins? Probably. Sends more bad luck waves to everyone, including myself, making all of our luck negative infinity. Why would you want to do that, though? If you have such power, why not infinite luck? Why infinite negative luck? So it would be Scrooge McDuck Bullet Bin. I mean, that would be funny. I rebuke bad luck in Jesus' almighty name. In his name. That's his with a capital H, by the way. Jesus number 1. We're gonna save again. We're at 205. We're 2/3 of the way done with this fucking grind. But it took us like 2 hours to get 100. So like I said, I'm expecting it to be I'm expecting it to be 4 hours total for tonight's stream. Is kind of the vibe I'm getting from this. Unless we get some incredibly lucky, like, just encounter after encounter and after encounter shit when we come into Central Park again. I will pull the Neptune card and use the fighter jet. Chalky's connection to the universe absorbs your bad luck and converts it into a coin worth negative penny. That reminds me of the fucking, in Gravity Falls, there was like the negative $12 bill or some shit. Like, this is worthless. It's less than worthless. You can save your game, but Jesus can save your soul. What if I'm not a real person? What if I don't have a soul to save? What then? What have I? The lonely AI. If you don't remember from Neptunia, I mentioned the fighter jet X move Neptune gets. You're just gonna use the fighter jet on me? Is that what you're gonna do? Because Rag, you are a puppet. I am not a puppet. I am not a puppet. I just work for the Department of Defense. All I am is an AI on a nuclear submarine, and I'm totally not stuck down here. I'm here of my own volition, definitely. Not because some greater power forced me to. Wow, look at that. That was efficient. That was 2 shots to kill 4 enemies. That was amazing. On a ×7, too. Imagine if I could do that regularly. Oh, that would be amazing. And sucks to be you, all those AI that'll gain sapience. Fuck! Give Red 13 the black materia. Yeah, okay. Chalky doesn't have defenses for fighter jets. Shadow's attack was super effective. Nah, I will just summon Neptune so she falls out of the sky again, and you have to use her, and then have her use the fighter jet on you. I see. All I do is work in the department of the DMV so I can piss people off for a living. Look, just because my entire existence revolves around being a do-nothing bureaucrat doesn't mean that I'm worthless, okay? Fighter jet slurping water. .jpg. It's just slurping the fucking, the jet fuel. Must be fun. Fun is... I mean, this is fun. I enjoy when I can make the connection. This is fucking slow. Please! I beg you! We're dead! You're a genuine dick sucker! Could you use AI to draw fighter jet drinking water? Probably? I don't know. I probably wouldn't bother doing it. But it's probably possible. I mean, Neptune turns from the fighter jet, so feel free to picture a girl turning into a fighter jet. I could have sworn there was one Well, this is gonna drive me insane. I could have sworn there was a show or something where you see the girl literally drinking gasoline from a pump and then transform into a plane and fly away. And it's like, oh, that makes way more sense than just a girl drinking gasoline. Door stuck! Door stuck! You ever see that dude who got sucked into the Navy jet turbine? He survived. Probably lost a few eyebrows, though. I would be surprised. Survived is kind of insane in that context. Fucking getting sucked into a jet turbine is not something that most people would survive. Gasoline smells delicious. I like the way gasoline smells, but it's one of those things where, like, I smell it and I'm like, ah, yes. The gas station. And, like, I'm tempted to keep smelling it, but, like, I don't want to, like, be huffing gasoline, you know? That's a bad time. Drive Girls for the PS Vita. Hidden gem, not really a gem. Them jets really suck up some air. Dude must have been a Terminator. I mean, he's got to be at least as hard to kill as one. Jesus. 4-star petrol used to smell great. I like the way markers and gasoline and shit smells. I remember I was telling my dad that there were flavored whippets now, which is fucking crazy. Even better, I'll just summon all 4 of the goddesses and have them all use their combo attacks. Got him. Rag, I like the way shit smells. That is... Okay, if that's an actual quote from before I read I'm reading you. If that's an actual quote, then I guess that is my cross to bear, I suppose. That's not what I meant, but I suppose I did say that, probably. Drive Girls looks dope, does it? Prolonged inhaling of petrol tends to burn the lungs, though. I remember the feeling. It burns the lungs, and if you're doing it enough, it'll destroy your brain as well. I remember running around with, like, fucking 5-gallon cans, just refueling generators. It was so boring. Fuck. Depending on the game, you can use up to a 4-person combo. Want to know the goddesses' names? Is it not just named after, like, Roman gods or something? Like, I heard Neptune, and I kind of assumed that, like, the rest would be, like, I don't know, Mars and shit. Nope. Dad was working on the car. I had a large petrol leak. Oh, nice. Large petrol leak inside in real time. I was trying to stop it. It went everywhere. Jeez. That would stink. That would be, like, that would be kind of, like, oh god, I can't get rid of this smell, I think. Ooh. I gotta pop my back real quick. Oh, there we go. That feels better. One spark would have been a human torch, probably. Well, it's a good thing that didn't happen, because that would have been unfortunate. Sounds kind of hot. Is your dad single? A moth, buddy. You can't just inquire as to the relationship status of people's fathers. That's not something that you do on the internet. 6 away from Cloud maxing out strength. Oh no, you're gonna max out your strength before I get the fucking junk to complete this shit. That was when he changed a petrol pump on a car. The pipes were not plumbed in well at the time. It sure sounds like that like it was not the best situation. It sounds like it was a bit of a mess. The status of my dad may put a damper on the chat, so yeah. Oh no. That's not good. But funny memory, I guess. Yeah, it's a funny memory, it sounds like. Dad status, oh no, boneless. Lady Purple Heart, goddess of the city Planetoon, aka Neptune. Samesies, oh no. Oh no. I feel like I'm gonna do that, like that one scene from Metalocalypse, like, I get it, you're all without fathers. I'm not. Fucking love my dad. Oh shit, are we talking about Neptune? Dragon Lord certainly is. Lady Blackheart, goddess of the city Last Station, aka Noir. I like Vert. See, all of this is going right over my head. City of Lactation? Are you fucking with me right now? That sounds so fake. Is Neptunia an eroge or something? I've been under the impression it was something else. I think Shadow is a digital witch. Lady Greenheart, goddess of the lean box, aka Vert. Yes, effing with you I am. Okay, good. Fucking hell. Fucking with you I am. City of Lactating, does it have magic that makes boobs milkable? I really hope not. That would be really weird. But Neptunia hyperdimension of girls is neat. I mean, like I said, I know nothing about it. I think the only thing that I've heard from it is like there's like this one. There's one short scene that I believe is Neptunia, and it's like a dubbed scene that I saw, where one of the girls, I believe Neptunia herself, says, "Oh my, how lewd," and then makes some weird noise while like, just kind of, while like wriggling in place. I don't know the context of the scene or what the hell's going on in there. Neptunia to me is kind of like my experience with Higurashi, where I have no idea what the context of any of the shit that I have seen is. All I know is that there is a lot more that I don't know. Lady Whiteheart, goddess of the city of Loe, aka Blanc. Everything has a hentai context. You just reminded me of all the racist Yoda YouTube poops, and now I have to watch them if they're even still there. I'm sure it's a thing in a hentai context. Everything's a thing in a hentai context. Kill it! I see your character running about on screen. Looks like Hitman from here. Does it? That sounds untrue. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen what Hitman looks like. I went to a message board with a 300-pound neckbeard redditor whose name was Vertigo, but everyone called him Vert, so he ruined Vert for me, unfortunately. Oh no! Aya turned into a bald man. Oh no, did she? I don't see it. Oh, Neptune. Also, Neptune Noir and Blanc have sisters. What is a good anime without sisterhood? Or, I guess, show, movie. What am I saying? Game! Fucking hell, what is wrong with me? Last night I dreamed of monorail disasters where a lot of people were brutally killed and crushed. Well, that's not pleasant. My dreams are usually nightmares. Are you guys okay? Vert didn't get a sister? Oh no. I ripped so many models from a Hitman game, maybe 50 gigs plus. Crazy. That's a lot. Holy shit. I was on the monorail when I saw a woman plummet to her death. When that part of the monorail fell off, when we crashed into another monorail, it wasn't a pleasant dream. Man, you're reminding me of fucking dreams that I've had at this point. Well, Blanc got two sisters named Rom and Ram. Not to be confused with Rem and Ram. Those are different sisters from a different show, or different property, rather. My dreams are usually nightmares too. I'm not okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I hope you can have good dreams one of these days. Diller dropped the plate. Neptune's sister is named Nepgear. I think Nepgear is the one that I saw is the one that I've heard of. I think that's the one that said the quote that I was thinking of. Because that sounds more familiar to me than any of the others, I think, that you've mentioned. I don't care if chat scares me, it's too fucking funny. Does it? Oh yeah, Neptunia is all video game themed stuff. That doesn't doesn't surprise me. That I think I've heard. You think nightmares depict general mental health? No. Not generally. I think that, like, persistent ones could be an indicator of something, maybe. But, like, beyond that, like, I don't know. I don't think it would be considered normal to wake up feeling like you're in distress, or having felt like you were in distress on a regular basis. I mean, it happens, I'm sure. Like, I know, I remember having dreams. I had this one particular dream that was extremely vivid, that, like, I woke up, like, feeling bummed out afterwards. And I remember it because it was a fucking... This is, like, the last time that I had it's one of the few times where I've, like, clocked a dream as, like, oh, that is, like, a no-shit nightmare. That was a nightmare that I had. You know, usually it's like, oh, I had a dream and it was a little weird, or, oh, I had a dream and it wasn't, like, a really great dream, but it wasn't, like, you know, scary or anything like that. And all it was basically my brother and I were just shooting the shit, hanging out, and suddenly we had a home invader, and the home invader was like a 16-year-old or something, right? Not like a big scary dude who was like threatening our lives or something. He broke into our house. I don't know what he wanted, but he wanted but like we somehow got him into the bathroom because it's a dream. And like my brother and I both have our weapons out, like trained on the door, and this kid is being super fucking annoying on top of being a home invader. And I remember that in this nightmare, I shoot this kid as out of frustration and anger rather than like any legitimate threat to my life. And I remember the thing that like really fucking bummed me out was like as soon as I shot, I like my stomach drops and I feel like, oh, I've made a horrible mistake. And my brother turns to me and says, "I'm so disappointed in you." And I was like, oh, that was a terrible nightmare. I did not appreciate that one tiny little bit. Like, oh shit. Oh my god. Holy shit, how much have I missed since while I was telling that? Would not shock me. I mean, Neptunia has an anime, yeah. Nepgear is, interestingly, probably the most well-known popular character, despite being named after Neptune. Sometimes I do have a dream where I'll be in a Sonic game. It's just for fun. It's fun just to run. Hell yeah. That's much better. Yeah, the goddesses all gain and lose power depending on whether or not their gacha crap games sell well. Oh my god, it's literally religion based on gacha. That's amazing. You mean you don't wake up like that all the time? No, I don't wake up like that all the time, Nikki. And you probably shouldn't be either. I legit used to have nightmares for years after playing Resident Evil 3 of the Nemesis chasing me and beating me up. Dude, that sucks. That probably would have been me too if I had played the game when I was much younger. I think dreams are ourselves in other realities, briefly exchanging memories. I really hope that's not the case with my story. That would be sucky. I think that would be terrible. Don't forget dimension hopping. Did you shoot the invader in the face? I didn't. It was one of those where like I didn't see them because they were locked in the bathroom and they were like being a dick and not coming out. But they were like being a child and petulant and annoying. And it was one of those like, oh, I've made a horrible mistake. I should not have done that. Sugar. Give me sugar in water. The kind of nightmares do get tiring though. It's like I'm tired of dreaming of this shit. Yeah. I mean, I had a dream where I woke up to a giant spider above me that jumped at me. That would fucking suck. That would suck in a completely different way. Just like, oh, that's not fun. What do you think? This is when I'm gonna die? Was he live streaming the event? I don't think so, no. Lamau. What the fuck? I'm pretty used to killing in my dreams at this point. I mean, I'm used to it too, but like not like slaughtering innocents. Or not even innocents, like not like slaughtering someone who literally could not defend themselves that I didn't need to. You know? It's like, I felt really bad about it. That just means you think about blowing people away before you do it. I guess so. I guess that's the lesson. That's the takeaway. It's like really think about it before you pull that trigger. Don't let your dreams be memes. I really hope I hope it stays a dream. Would hope never to do it in real life though. Yeah. It's kind of a bad time, I think. I imagine cartoonish ass kicking by Nemesis. That dream means you hate kids. Ah, shit. It's over. I hate kids now, apparently. I wish you could just stick a straw in the lamp and suck out all the lamp juice. What? Oh, wait, it's because you're a moth, isn't it? Well, I guess it was justified. This is my dream. I'm trying to sleep here. I guess? Like, how dare you come to my... You come to my dreamscape. Call me gay. There we go. There we go. We're getting junk at a... Oh my god. Well, shit. I think we just go back. We'll accept that it's only 29. If we get another one, we still have a chance to get a few encounters on the way out. So we might actually get 35 here. No, this is gonna be ammo. Hell yeah, ammo. I haven't become used to the dreams of people being mangled and blood being everywhere, though. I hate gore. Yeah, I can understand that. A moth would say that he hates the flame, so irresistible and burny. I love cute moths. Isn't there a moth VTuber? Or there's probably several at this point, but I know there's a few. I remember there was a while on Twitter where like moth girls were like the thing. That was the trend for a while. I mean, I had a dream where my dude got sent to a dungeon for 1,000 years, only surviving to do the 15 monsters that became his family and gave him power. Update that counter, boy. I will be. As soon as I get back. I update it when I put the junk in with Wayne. What if the moth could become the flame? That would be... Then you would have Volcarona, which is probably my favorite bug Pokemon, bar none. It's the only bug Pokemon I've ever sought out and actively put on my team. I fucking love Volcarona. Let me guess, you and Ben must fight? Get out right now. Resident Evil 2 had moths. Yes, it did. It had the one big moth on the wall, if I recall. Time for sexy dreams. I suppose that's a possibility. Act as something VTuber. Moths that bite your ass. I mean, they probably do. Okay, so just to double check, I'm pretty sure this puts us at... I think we only have 29. That's gonna have another medicine too. So yeah, so we have these 5 that are taken up that we can't get rid of this one, unfortunately. But we have 29 junk, so 205 plus 29. Hold on, we're going to discard junk. What is this number? 234, I believe, right? 205 plus 29. Yeah, 205 plus 30 would be 235, so... Alright! That's another one. We're doing it! We're doing it! Ugh. The Mothman Monster Girl from Monster Girl Encyclopedia. Of course she's hot. She's mega hot. Of course. Of course. And after he got found out and only a week had passed and he kept the power, and he started retraining his body back up to where it had been... up to where he had it, and it took him a while to get back to his normal state. Ugh. Nail this monster for Torres. Alright, we're gonna head back to Central Park. I looked up that Pokemon, it's cute. It is cute! I like Volcarona. Oh shit, we get an encounter here? Beautiful. We're gonna get a little bit of a head start. Couple of medicine 2s, that's fine. And we'll discard this one. A true nightmare is some reverse harem no jutsu. Reverse harem. Not even sure what that means. The only anime I've ever truly enjoyed were the ones where there are no male characters, like Machikado Mazoku. I'm trying to think. I mean, generally when the anime I enjoy, I think tend to have an overabundance of female characters compared to the male characters. Because, like, I just don't... I mean, it's not like it's a deterrent or anything, but it's just, like, a lot of the ones that I happen to like, it's like, ah, yes. There's, like, maybe 3 dudes, and then there's a cast of, like, 9 chicks. It's great. Maybe that says something about me. I remember watching... Does Lucky Star have any male characters? I don't think so, right? None that come to mind, anyways. Not off the top of my head. Maybe as like background or like really, really side characters, but nothing. No characters that are like super just get a lot of focus. I don't think. At least not in the first season. I don't believe. I used to play DOA 2 so much that I would have dreams of Kasumi attacking me with that head squashing move she does with her thighs. I remember the first Dead or Alive I played was 4. And I remember the white-haired chick that didn't wear a bra under her coat. And that activated something in young Rag. Something about that really fucked with. I really fucked with that, you know. But I can totally see the appeal with Kasumi. Naruto did sexy jutsu. He did reverse sexy jutsu to defeat the most powerful being, aka naked men. I do actually remember that, like, somebody made a joke about how Naruto bet everything on Kaguya being a goonette, I think is the phrasing that he used. And that was, like, the fact that that was the way that it was phrased made it so funny to me. Hello, controller. I like cute girls, but dudes spoil it. Yeah, I can see how that would be the case. I know that there's a lot of people who don't like, there's a lot of people who don't like men in their anime, and they also, from what I understand, a lot of them also don't like when, like, if they watch, like, VTubers, they don't like when female VTubers collab with males. And it's one of those things where I'm like, I didn't notice it until somebody pointed it out, and I'm like, oh, that's right. There's, like, not a lot of that going on. Dead or Alive Extreme, now that's a game. Young Rag had an emotional response. Yes, he did. I have not played Dead or Alive Extreme, though. That's the fucking beach volleyball one, right? Where they're practically all naked. The live-action Dead or Alive movie was fun. I have not seen it. How much fun was it? Is it, like, worth seeking out? Nyotengu from Dead or Alive Extreme 3 is my girl. Nice. Was that me? No, it was me. That was my controller. Bedebo. Damn USB SFX, yeah. Skip my comment about my dream. Oh shit. All of this leading up to my dude getting a very violent and bloody fight, ripping people apart, still giving into that monster instinct that was formed due to his time in the dungeon. I see. That one dream I had over a week. That's crazy. You had, like, episodes of your dream that you could look at. That's amazing. I have not had that in fucking forever. I think I've had it on a couple of occasions, but it is not a common occurrence for me. Stay away from my waifu energy. I mean, yeah, kind of. Wait, was that your controller? I thought it was my earphones. No, it was me. My bad. Usually when something like that happens, I'm like, ah, that's me, not you. But I didn't say that this time. So, whoops. Yeah, I get that. I get that waifu energy when it comes to females that don't actually exist. But when it comes to real people, like the girls behind VTubers, like, get a husband. When it comes to real people, like the girls behind VTubers, like, get a husband and have a family or something. Yeah, the beach volleyball games. Crazy how unironically fun those games are. I wanted to check some of them out, but I was never so interested that I actually bought one. I thought it might be fun to do as, like, a gag at some point. I thought it would be funny as a gag gift for somebody at some point, somewhere. Ever wake up and realize you're in a dream and seize control? I have, like, twice, and whenever I do, it's always like, ah, yes, I am now, like, lucidly dreaming, and then I immediately wake up for real, and I'm like, fuck. That's like a dream in God mode hacks. Done it a few times, but it's so hard to keep dreaming once you realize it's a dream. It's like dreams have an auto kick. Yeah, that's how I feel. I played the demo on the Switch as a gag, but then I was like, what the fuck? This is way too fun. It seems like it'd be... It's one of those things where, like, oh, it's got boobies in it, so it must be, like, I'm expecting low quality because I'm expecting it to kind of think it's gonna get carried by boobies, and then it's like, if it's actually fun after that, then that's an endorsement, I think. I think that's a good endorsement. The first part was the entire time in the dungeon, including losing all 15 members of the monster family he had. They all died protecting him. Damn. That sucks, dude. Carried by boobies. Yes. You would know better than anyone else, I think. Jug combat sounds lovely. You get totally into it and the boobies become secondary. I mean, that's kind of... I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of at the point with a lot of... with media in general, where it's one of those things where, like, boobies are nice, and I like when they're there. Like, and I even prefer when they're there, right? In, like, most cases, but... like, by itself, that won't do it for me. I remember, dude, there was this one fucking movie that I watched. I remember this movie because I was, like, a 12 or 13-year-old. And my brother and I had access to Netflix. And we were like, oh, we're gonna watch this. We're gonna watch these movies. And it's like, we can just watch whatever we want. And, you know, we came across this movie called, like, Zombie Strippers or something. And my brother and I were like, oh, we're gonna try watching this because it's got boobies in it. And watching the movie was so painful, we quit before we even got to the boobies. It was so bad. It was so bad. How bad does your movie have to be that 12 and 13-year-olds are not willing to put up with it to see boobs? I remember telling my dad about it, and he was like, "Wow, I guess that's a huge knock against him." He's growing up. No, absolutely not. That's not the case. Oh dang, bad enough to spoil boobs. It's crazy. Yeah, my dude was quite traumatized by it, which is why he snaps and reverts. If you push him and try to make him omit his time in the dungeon, was all he had in his head. Was admit all the... oh god. Make him admit the time in the dungeon was all in his head. Zombie boobs for you. Zombie... that's actually something that I've noticed with myself. Specifically, like, okay, monster girls are hot, right? No matter what happens, like no matter how hot the chick is, I remember noticing this when I was looking at, like, World of Warcraft Rule 34 once upon a time, and it was like Sylvanas Windrunner Rule 34, and literally all I can think of is she is cold to the touch, and that does not do it for me. Like, I cannot get over. Like, I can't do zombie girls. I can't do, like, undead girls. Even like vampires, I'm kind of like not as interested in as I would otherwise be. It is very, very like, I can't do cold corpses. Is very, it's just a turn off, you know. Rule 34, OMG. Monster girls are God's greatest creation. Yeah, I will not disagree with that. It's very it's very, like, that specific subset of monster girls. It's like ghosts, undead, you know, zombies. I mean, skeletons, obviously. All of that, just can't do it. It's just not. It's not working. let's put it this way. Part 2 of the dream was all my dude ripping normal people apart like the Doomslayer. No, they didn't deserve it, but they pushed him too far and he snapped. Oh, love me some Edge. Oh man. My throat, hold on. I'm trying to take, my hand is off the circle button while I take a sip. Ugh, shit. Turn your doodle into a popsicle? No, I won't do that. That is not a thing I want to do. That is not a thing I would enjoy doing. Skeletons, plenty of bones for boneless. I remember, I'm actually, okay, so I'm in another Discord with my buddy Cheb Gonaz. He is a necromancy YouTuber, but there was an NSFW channel being created that I remember when they were looking for names. The name that I desperately wanted for it was the Bone Zone, because it made perfect sense for a necromancy. I think I thought that was a really funny. It was a really funny joke. Probably got secret boob hives and zombie boobs that attack without notice. Oh god. I like undead monster girls. Hey, more for you then. But if your noodle is also zombified, is it really cold? Probably. It probably would be cold, right? If we're both undead, that's a different story. That's a different thing altogether. But I am alive. I looked at a lot of female Worgen and female Tora in Rule 34 at one point. I mean, that doesn't surprise me for World of Warcraft at all. I know a lot of people are I know people will judge you for being a furry, but just know I understand. Bone Zone, yeah. Monster Girl Encyclopedia, hundreds of perfect specimens. I mean, he has the power of 15 different monsters, making him look like a chimera-like creature. That's pretty fucking cool. Bone Storm Necromancer. That is... I mean, that is one interpretation. I've seen that pun made before. Bone Zone sounds suspect. It does. And that's entirely the point, because the whole thing is suspect. For note, he is not edgy. He is a very broken kid, still talking about my dream. Oh yeah, no. But that is what Edge is, right? It's the tragic backstory, the brooding, sad, like everything went wrong in my life backstory. Like, it's like fucking what is another example? Like Shadow the Hedgehog is edgy. Like, he lost Maria, you know, and before that it seemed like things were like he was like an experiment and all that shit, and it's like, okay, he's sad and broken, but he is still edgy. My life is poopy but sag. Shadow walks in. You talking about me again? I like Shadow, okay? I unironically enjoy Shadow the Hedgehog as a game. I don't know how to break this through to people. It's like I think it's a fun game. Is it a good game? No. Do I like it? Yes. He actually seems normal until you push him as the Chimera-like elements don't appear until he reverts. Yeah. Yeah, I want to play it again. I want to play it again, too. I kind of want to play it for stream at some point. Like, just go through all of the different paths. Because I think that would be a fun day and a half, probably. My comment about how to warm up Sylvanas, I think, got censored. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere, and I'm on live chat, so it got hard censored. You should play Motherload on Steam sometime. What is Motherload? Hold on, let me look at it real quick. Real modern day Dig Dug. Let me take a quick look. Motherload, because all I can think of when I think of Motherload is that one fucking Flash game. Super Motherload. 1 to 4 comic critters. I believe this is the one. It kind of looks like Dig Dug. I'll keep an eye on it. Seems interesting. It was about throwing cake into the oven to bake. Oh my god. Disgusting black creatures. Get out of my sight. Oh, hold on. We're gonna get a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Do that, and then this. Hey, you didn't die. It was a Flash game, yes. For note, it's like a split personality. He's not aware of it first. Later, he is aware of it. Oh, so it's like Faye. Nothing like peeling apart cold to room temperature, gooey, grilled cheese sandwich. Oh. Oh, I want a grilled cheese sandwich now. I wanted bread so much today, but we were out. And it made me so sad. Yes, Super Motherload. Heat her up. She won't be cold anymore. That is not going to make it better for me, dude. Can you imagine that? Like, microwavable on a hole? Every thrust is a different temperature. It's like a fucking Hot Pocket. I'd ask why you didn't warm it up when I tempered your aversion to the flame. Oh, that was perfect. Faye Valentine, she was so hot. Faye Valentine, if I'm not, that's Cowboy Bebop, right? I'm just make sure I'm not fucking losing my mind, because I think, yeah, Faye Valentine is that one. I think My Valentine is the 4Kids dub of Mai from Yu-Gi-Oh. Also, that's not the Faye I was referring to. I was referring to Faye of Xenogears. He also has multiple personalities. One of which who is super powerful and fucks everybody up and is scary and badass, and the other who is kind of a pussy until he gets, you know, pushed to that point. Yeah, the Cowboy Bebop chick. The only thing I remember of that cartoon, I think it was overrated. I really enjoyed it when I was watching it, but I never finished it because I got busy doing other shit. The Xenogears dude. Yeah, that guy. Dude, the fact that we're gaining so much ammo from this is actually making me so happy. Because I was thinking that I would have to do a second grind after we did the junk grind. What are we at now? We're at 21 out of 35, so that's 16. So we're in the we only need 50 more from this point. I think I read they were working on a new Xenogears game. News seemed sketchy. I don't know anything about new releases, so that is... I wouldn't be surprised if it's a new Xenoblade Chronicles game or something. But as far as like as far as like Xenogears specifically, can you imagine? Can you imagine if Nintendo Direct had announced Xenogears 2? Not Xenoblade, not Xenosaga, not fucking not Xeno Chronicles or Xeno anything else, just Xenogears 2. Can you imagine? That would be fucking insane. That would have generated a lot of hype, I think. I remember watching one in the 90s called Saber Marionette. It was so long ago. Saber Marionette. I don't think I'm familiar with that one. Samurai Champloo. Samurai Champloo I know. That one was good. I guess, yeah. The thing is he remembers at the time in the dungeon as the alternate was created to keep him safe. It's basically the will of the 15 monster. The 15 monsters. Yeah. Okay, I'm tracking. Such a good anime. If I'm not mistaken, was it Champloo that had the girl? She put a couple of bombs in her kimono and like ran, and it looked like she had giant bazongas until she pulled out the bombs again. Or is that something else? Because I think that was Champloo. Because I want to say it happened while I was watching it, and that I was surprised by it because I didn't know. It would probably lack nude stuff. Maybe. The nude stuff wasn't really a huge deal in the first one, I don't think. It happened a couple of times because people were naked. You know, because like you go to space, but it's not like, oh, this is like a huge important plot point. I think I probably wouldn't have cared if they were clothed. I would rather they not change it. Don't get me wrong. I would rather they not change it. But like, if in the first place they had been clothed, I don't think I would have cared. Bobobo was good. I remember reading chapters of Bobobo in Shonen Jump as a kid, but I don't remember. I don't think I ever like read the series through or watched the anime. At least not like full episodes. You know, I've seen clips of it. That was Champloo, the first episode. That's right. I remember the episode of Pokemon where James had huge tits and were mocking, I forgot her name, the water trainer. Misty, yes. That was, I remember, oh, whoops. Ah, well. Oh, look, we got an encounter, sick. I remember I remember actually I was watching a lot of Pokemon at one point. Because I was kind of curious about the show. Because, like, I'd seen episodes sporadically, but I had never, like, sat down and watched a season or anything. And I remember that episode came up, and there was not a... There is... as far as I know, I think those sections were not dubbed in English. Like, at all. They were just completely omitted. It's like, I think it's the same with like the part where Jesse and James were holding up a store with a fucking gun, just like a no shit gun. Like, oh yeah, we're just gonna rob the joint. Anime, and then anime when your parents walk in. Yeah, I fucking is that ain't that just the fucking way it is? So it only comes out when he's pushed or beat down or knocked out. So if you push his, or if you push his memories too much. What are boobs without gravity? I don't know. You'd have to ask some of the astronauts. I think they probably know better than I do. Misty was sad because she was flat. I mean that tracks. If I recall. I don't even know if Misty actually cared. It was just that James had massive bazongers. Some real Dobon Hongaroos, you know? I think they banned that episode of Pokemon with the boobs. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. It probably wouldn't have made it past US censors when it was coming out. I tend to watch anime before I sleep. Since it helps me relax. Hey, it helps me relax too. I enjoy watching some anime. I was watching, oh, well, maybe this is a bad thing to admit on stream. I was watching Oreimo on stream, or not on stream, on, like, right before stream. Because I was told that it was good, and I wasn't sure what to expect from it. And it ended up, like, I haven't finished it or anything, obviously, but it was a total rug pull, and it was not at all the incest show that I was expecting it to be. I was expecting something a lot raunchier than what it, at least the first couple of episodes have shown me so far. You know? America, freedom of speech. America censors art. Yeah, that's one of the things I never really understood. I never got why the FCC was allowed to do that. But, what I guess I'm not, like, I could understand it as, for a while, like, as a kid. I remember, because, oh, children are watching TV at this time, you don't want bad things to be shown to children, sure. But, like, the more I grow up, the more I'm like, why don't the parents just make sure that their kids aren't watching shit that they shouldn't be? And it's like, this is kind of the stance I take on most things at this point. They didn't ban it at the time, though, so we saw that episode back in the day. No, she cared and had stereotypical tears rolling down her face. I mean, for the episode, I'm sure she cared. But, like, I don't remember that being, like, a huge, I don't remember that being, like, a huge plot point with Misty. You know? I remember it being, like a thing that happened now and then, but it was not like a big deal overall. I dodge you, monkey man, and then I blow you away. Also, I have my grandma walk in when I was watching the Tensure episode where the MC used Megiddo to kill the army. I was watching it with my friend. Tensura, not Tensure. Okay. I don't know what that show is, but I'm sure, like, it sounds like the kind of thing that you don't want your grandma seeing. What kind of incest, bro on sis? Yes. It's, I think the title is literally, my little sister can't be this cute. And I was 100% expecting it to be just raunchy, like I was expecting something like Yosuga no Sora, which is another one that's like that is a little bit more on the nose on that front. But I had not actually seen Oreimo, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to check it out. And the first 2 episodes were like, oh, this is like a genuinely good show, and not at all what I was expecting. Nope. 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna pray that this one gets in range. Hey, you're not dead. You're supposed to be dead! The cest was mid, lol. Yeah, kinda. Lena Inverse was mad about being flat too. Was she? Disney just started putting it in their movies instead. What? Did they? No, I don't remember Boob Envy being a trait of hers, yeah. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Oh, fuck, you're right. Okay, hold on. I know it by that title. Hold on. I remember... Yeah, okay. That was the fucking... Was that the one where she basically just did... I don't know. The slime did the fucking... Like, the Megiddo, I believe, was like the pinpoint fucking just braining everybody, right? If memory serves. That was like the end of the 2nd season? Maybe the 3rd? It's been a long time since I've seen it. I did not know it by that title. If you want effed up raunchy incest, Isha. I mean, I'm not. It's not what I'm going out of my way to get, but I was kind of surprised that the other one wasn't that. This is what grinding junk does to the human mind. It really does. Like, I'm at what? We're at 31 out of 35, so we have 26 total. If I get all the way to 30... Yeah. We're gonna go all the way to 30. I think I'll do the last, like, 5 or 6, whatever it ends up being, at the police station, because we'll be at the police station. This is kind of funny. This has basically turned into just Parasite Eve in the background while I do a bit of Zatsudan. While I do a little bit of just chatting, a little bit of hanging out, shooting the shit. Because I need to fill the space with something so that I can... because just watching this would drive me totally insane. The mitochondria on the randing above us. Oh my fucking god, dude. I don't remember the full title, but it's something like that. Isha. Okay. I can check it out, I guess. Raunchy incest show. By the way, I love how heartless Megiddo was. I did too. I thought that shit was hard. I always appreciate it when you have a main character who is actually like able to make a decision and isn't like doesn't like waffle about and be like sad about it that they're making this decision. I remember there was one oh fuck, what is it? It's like Tsukihime or something. It's the fucking it's another fucking isekai show with this guy who like has a bunch of like he fucking just no shit like cuts this bitch's hands off and then slits her throat after he realizes, oh, this one's evil. This human is evil. I dropped Elfen Lied on a few friends without warning. Dude, I have not seen Elfen Lied in so long. I remember watching it when I was younger because of the entirely because of the frickin' the intro song. I think it's the intro. The fucking oh god, I don't know if I can. I probably can't do it right now. It's the that whole thing. I think that's the intro. It might be the outro, but whichever it is, I remember that fucking. I remember watching it because I was like, "Oh, that is fucking cool." And also, oh, dude, that actually reminds me. My first exposure to it was totally on accident. I was like doing my thing where I was like a kid and looking at Naruto AMVs because I fucking love Naruto, and AMVs were a cool new thing at the time. And there was this one there was this one that got uploaded that was titled. I thought it was an AMV, but it was not. It was something else. It was a little bit of a mashup of Naruto and Elfen Lied, and it had it was called The Power of the Mangekyo Sharingan. And at the time, I had just gotten to the point where like I had just seen it, and I was like, "Oh, that's so cool." So what is this? And it's just a bunch. It's basically just a gore compilation from Elfen Lied, set to make it look like Naruto characters were doing it. It's been a while since I've seen it. I think it's probably still on YouTube somewhere. But that video was had such a profound impact on me because that was my first like real exposure to like gory content in fiction. And I was like, "Oh shit, this is gnarly." I was surprised by it. When it comes to bro sis anime, it never bothered me. No. I don't know. It's one of those things where so many shows have done it where it's like, "Oh, but they're not actually blood related," to where like I'm just kind of numb to it. Jiggy hunting. You should make a Discord so we can all hang out and make you suffer 24/7. That is not something I intend to do. Not anytime soon. I don't particularly care to give everybody access to me 24/7 because I have I like being able to be inaccessible at times. It's bad enough that everybody has like my phone number and shit on for like real life and family and stuff. Sometimes somebody brought it up before. It's like they're like sometimes when you left your house, you were just gone before. Now everybody can find you in some way. You can be found. And I kind of like this. I just wasted the last junk, didn't I? Alright, well, we're getting another 29, I suppose. If we get another encounter on our way, and we happen to get some junk, we happen to finish it off, then great. But this is going to be another 29, I think. The best isekai ever, because it's all cute girls. I've been killing slimes for 300 years, and maxed out my level. I remember that one. I think she like, is like a super powerful, mage or whatever, and she gets like a dragon follower, right? I've got good and bad news. I've been, if you have been in this chat for over an hour, you are now a part of the cult of Raggy No Backsies. I see. They're trapped now. The tables turned and then turned again. That part you were talking about is from Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy. Yes, that's the one. You are dead on with that one, good sir. Hearing Rag sing will haunt me in my dreams forever. I really hope not. I've got good and bad news. Man, even in anime, I can't stand gore. I got gored by a rhino in my dreams yesterday. Messages retracted. What are you guys doing? What are you saying that I didn't get to read? The parent-child incest, though, definitely can't. That's too scary. Oh, yeah, I can see that. Rag, how you doing, RJT? You hanging out, surviving? Vibing out here? Oh, holy shit, look at all the snakes. Look at all that ammo. Level 999, level 99 witch, and everyone is just so cute all the damn time. It is. It's adorable. Dragon follower and 2 slime daughters. Yeah. Season 2 of Killing Slimes comes out this month. Oh shit. I think I watched the first season with my brother, so we might watch the second season. Yeah, an elf student and dragon slave and a demon girlfriend. Quote unquote. I tell people when I don't respond, I assume I read it and purposely didn't respond or answer the call because I use my hands for more than a phone mount. My hands are more than a phone mount, dickhead. That's a good one. I'm probably gonna use that. It's funny because I remember there have been times where my parents have complained about not being able to get in contact with me. Which, on the one hand, I kind of understand. You know, if you need to contact someone and you know that they have a phone, it's kind of annoying when they don't answer. But at the same time, like, I just don't look at my phone most of the time. Yeah. Yeah, this month of April, if I'm not mistaken, the second season starts. Dude, fuck yeah. Not sure when during this month is the first episode, though. That's a good question. It's probably first or, like, sometime this week, maybe next week. I don't imagine it would be in, like, the 3rd or 4th weeks. I hate phones. I never look at mine. I love my phone. I love using it. I love looking at it. I love accessing the internet and like being on it all the time. I don't like when people try to contact me. It's really annoying. How much are we at? So we have 29. Yeah, 34 minus the 5 slots, so 29. So we have 29. We're going to discard our junk. 34 plus 29. That gets us to... Oh god, math hard. 43... 63, I believe? Yeah, 63. Doot doot. Doot doot. Alright. Look at that. Demon Girl Next Door needs a 3rd season, damn it. It's adorable, very cutesy. Girls love like killing slimes too. Hell yeah. We love Yuri. The Fujos can have their BL and their yaoi. We like our Yuri. I have a phone and I do cool stuff on it, like post covers and songs on YouTube, but I would rather spend my time with my friends and family. Yeah, if it comes down to it, then it's like those are my options. I mean, I've canceled streams enough times because I'm going to be with family, right? Because ultimately, like if I like lived with them and was like with them all the time anyways, then I might be like, okay, I'll do something else right now. But like as it is, like I prioritize hanging out with family over internet life. K. Dot so modest. I mean, it's the right. I think personally, I'm of the mind that that's probably the right way to go about internet life. I still kind of like when the internet is a different place, a separate entity from my regular everyday. That is a preference of mine. Yuri is basically a required tag for me. I can understand that. I can respect that. Oh man. I've watched so many like romantic comedy type shits in from like anime. One that I actually watched that I was really pleased with how much I enjoyed it was Okitsura in like it's about a dude who goes to Okinawa and like falls in love with a girl from there. And it has like it does a lot of really interesting explanations for stuff that is kind of unique to Okinawa from what I understand. It's like, oh yeah, there's a lot of differences between Okinawa and mainland Japan. I thought it was really cool. I enjoyed that show quite a bit. But it's not Yuri. It is a high school romance type. Blue Gender, which is an absolute must-watch. A phone is the future in your pocket. Almost 75 years of content, full access. The future is amazing and nobody gives a shit. That is kind of it's kind of crazy, right? Like, if you go back, let's say you go back to the year 1975. We go back, turn back the clock 50 years, and you tell somebody that you effectively have the sum total of human knowledge in your pocket, accessible at all times. That is literally the kind of shit that, like, sci-fi books were written about. I mean, like, I haven't read it for myself. I've heard really, really good things about Neuromancer. Like, from what I understand, that is, like, the basis that a lot of cyberpunk fiction has been written off of, and is like to this day takes ideas and inspiration from, and it's so fucking neat. It's if anything, if I was ever gonna read a book, that is probably the one that I would read first, like in my current state. Not like, oh, I'm against reading, it's just not something that I tend to do for fun, but just to like absorb the initial thing. I think it's so cool. Oh man. Onimai, now I'm your sister is also I'm now your sister is also delightful. I've heard of that one. That's the one where, like, isn't it like the dad or whatever gets turned into a little girl? I don't remember exactly I don't know the setup for it, but I know what I'm picturing when I see it. I'm always so modest. Are you though? Can anybody who makes content on the internet really be called modest? People only give a shit when they no longer have access to the magic. It's sad, really. I mean, that's true too, right? Like if you like when you lose access to the internet and your phone and shit, it's like, oh, that is a terrible, no good, very bad day. Who else here wants more solo leveling? Okay, solo leveling is one that I fucking love. I've seen a lot of people shit talking it because it's like it's the same shit that happened with like My Hero Academia, where it's like people are shit talking a shonen battler, and it's like, guys, it's a shonen battle anime. It's not going to be an incredibly deep story or anything. It's just got to be it's mostly going to be, as the kids say, hype moments and aura. It's like that is primarily what it's going to be. And fuck, does it deliver on hype moments and aura. It's so fucking good. All the TV, all the movies, all the games, all the service manuals. I like Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, but I tried watching other romantic comedies. It didn't do anything for me. Nagatoro is one that I really I want to see the end of it at this point. I remember I've read most of the manga. I don't think I'm caught up anymore. It's been a minute since I've read it, but it was like the stuff that it was doing, I was really, really down with. I was like, oh shit, they're actually going forward, and like it's not like Nisekoi where it's like I think like 200 or 300 chapters of nothing while we wait for the main character to fucking do something. And don't get me wrong, I loved Nisekoi as well. I was just incensed that it took so long. I hope Season 3 doesn't skip the part with the main character's sister, since it happened after the Ant Island arc. I heard that, if I recall, haven't they shuffled around some things? I don't think they've skipped anything yet, at least not anything from the manhwa. Ready Player 1 and Ready Player 2 are books that everyone should read. Really, the books? Ready Player 1 is a good book and movie. I've read or I haven't read. I watched the movie. I watched Ready Player 1. And for the most part, I felt like it was pretty alright, but I was talking about this with my brother like yesterday. This is crazy. You guys are like living in my walls or something. But we were talking about Ready Player 1, and it was basically my main thoughts when I first watched the movie was, oh, so this is what it feels like to be pandered to. This movie was made for me. It was made specifically to appeal to me. It's got references and video games in it, and it's got Iron Giant, and it's fucking, like, it's for me. The movie is for me. It's for me and nobody else. It's just for me. God, I hate when this fucking encounter is the monkeys. Ore Monogatari is the most wholesome anime I ever, and I wish I could forget it so I could watch it again for the first time. Ore Monogatari has been on my list, has been on our collective watch later list for fucking eons. I remember seeing the trailers for it at some point, and I was like, oh, this looks like it'll be really good, and then I have not watched it. I mean, my only issue is they cut out important info to fill out the side plots during the Ant Island part. Did they cut it out completely? My understanding was that they were like shuffling around the point, like the introduction of the American hero and a few other things, to presumably to be expanded on and done later, rather than like just not given any screen time to, like, because I guess the assumption is that we're gonna get another fucking season. This is the fucking third Monkeys in a row. We have not had junk in fucking forever. Yes, they've cut out a bit from the manhwa. They share the story is not that different, but but it fills out the side plots. Currently, yeah, okay. Jashin-chan Dropkick is good. It has some gore in it, though extremely minimal, and it's a comedy with all cute girls. Jashin-chan Dropkick. Oh, we got whoa! They drop a +1? I didn't even notice that they could do that. Have they ever done that before? Is this like a 1% drop or some shit? Crazy.